Hello and welcome to Saturday Night Gaming. I am Mark W. and Rob Bob is not here tonight because he is too cool for school. He's doing teenage stuff like eating paste with his friends or whatever he's doing. And yeah, I just thought I'd check out this game, The Battle for Wesnoth, tonight. It's an open source fantasy strategy war game that I've known about for a while. I've kind of played it a little bit, like so tiny that I can't even say I've played it. It's like I've run through the tutorial once or twice, I think. Maybe played like the first map in the campaign or whatever, but basically I'm a noob. And yeah, this is a game that first was released in 2003, basically by some dudes who wanted to make a cool game. And it is kind of inspired by games like Master of Monsters for Sega Genesis. That's a game that I used to like quite a bit. I never owned it actually, but I remember renting it once, and my sister and I just played it for hours on end. In that game, you were each player was a kind of wizard, and you could summon monsters, and you would just try to duke it out on a large strategic map, basically, with a ton of fun. But this is not that. It's kind of semi-inspired by Master of Monsters, though. And yeah, so I'm gonna jump into this game, and so to be clear, this is noob level stuff. I'm gonna actually play through the tutorial. If you don't want to watch somebody play through the tutorial, then you've come to the wrong place. But if you just want to hang out with me and get acquainted with this game, The Battle for Wesnoth, then maybe you are on the right stream. So by the way, I'm gonna keep my voice not too loud, because my toddler daughter is sleeping in the next room. However, my mic should be turned up enough that it's kind of loud. It's just that my voice will have kind of a soft tone to it. That's alright, probably. Anyway, let's jump into the tutorial. By the way, if you want to hang out and chat, I'm big on just the casual hangy outiness in this stream, and I want to chat with you, so that's why I'm here, basically. So, yeah, so let's play the tutorial now. Okay, welcome to Wesnoth. This is a two-part tutorial intended for people who are new to the game. Part 1 will teach you the basics about movement, attacking, healing, and recruiting. That's all you need in a war game, right? Firstly, you'll choose a hero. Both heroes play the same. Okay, so I guess that means there's two heroes, just to say both. Okay, we have, I guess, male or female. We have Conrad or Lisar. Well, I usually play with males in games because I am males. Sometimes they switch it up, though. But let's go with Conrad. So that's no, that's not me. This guy is me in the castle, I suppose. Over here we have the guy dictating the tutorial, I suppose. Welcome to Wesnoth. For this tutorial, you are playing Conrad. You are standing on the keep, and your mentor, Delphador, is on the east side of the river. He's not in the East River, by the way, fellow New Yorkers. You can move the mouse over a unit to see a summary of its abilities and stats on the right of the screen. Okay, so on the right of the screen, I guess I gotta mouse over it first. No, I can't do it yet. There we go. Wesnoth Tutorial Part 1. You will learn the basics of movement, attacking, healing, recruiting. Victory, destroy a fierce enemy. I have a feeling it's not going to be a very fierce enemy in the tutorial. Defeat is get yourself killed. That usually ends in defeat when you get yourself killed. Alright, so as you can see, as you move the mouse cursor around, you get this nice highlighted hex effect. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. And it looks like when you hover over a unit, it gives you probably their movement range. It's highlighted. And the rest of the map looks dark. Alright, so we're going to click on Conrad. Movement. When you hover over or select a unit, in this case Conrad, the places he can move to are highlighted. Well, I figured that out already. All units have a certain number of movement points, which dictate how many hexes that unit can move per turn. Normally, moving one hex on flat terrain uses one movement point. To move, simply click on Conrad and then your destination. You can press U to undo a move if you move to the wrong place. That I like a lot. A lot of these games are like unforgiving. Oh, I clicked in the wrong place. Now I've totally broken the whole game. Alright. We're gonna move Conrad next to Gryffindor over here. So what's the 40%? Maybe it'll tell me. That might have to do with like, yeah, like if it's 50% in the woods, that might mean might be pertaining to movement or maybe defense. Like sometimes in games like this, you fight or defend better when you're in like rougher terrain. It's usually it's defense. All right, we're gonna move next to Delphador. Conrad says, "Good morning, Delphador. Is it time to attack things?" Some great dialogue. Some real thematic dialogue for you. Is it time to attack things? Well. Have you found an orc? By the way, my face is kind of covering a little bit of this. Sorry. If you have any opinion on if you would like me to shrink the whole game window or what, it's probably fine, I would think, but you are probably missing a little bit of the dialogue. Whatever. Just let me know if you have any opinions on that. So Conrad says, "Have you found an orc for me to fight? Huh? A troll? He looks a little weak to fight a troll by himself." "Quiet, I will summon an enemy for you." Okay, that's very convenient of you to summon an enemy. Oh, he has summoned this Quintain. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it had been a little while. I canceled last week's stream to have a kind of a hangout with my family. We're just kind of chilling and watching Svengoolie. And last Monday, I just wasn't able to get the Monday main stream going. And yeah, so he summoned this Quintain for me, which I'm gonna beat up now. A Quintain, you want me to fight a dummy? Yeah, I like these games too, Ryan. How's it going tonight, by the way? Yeah, this is actually, you probably missed the intro, but this is Battle for Wesnoth. It is an open source war game that I've always heard is very cool. I played it a tiny bit, probably at least 10 years ago. So I think I basically just ran through the tutorial. So basically I'm coming at this as a total noob. So I'm playing through the tutorial and then maybe I'll start the campaign. You could actually play the multiplayer. A friend of mine from work, he said he used to have marathon sessions of this with 8 players going to 4 a.m. just everybody beating up each other in this war game, basically. And that's pretty awesome sounding, although I don't think I can handle 4 a.m. anymore. Delphador says, "Young man, you have 32 hit points and a sword. I'm fairly sure you'll win." Ryan says, "Good. My wife and daughter are going to Albuquerque, so I can watch streams all night." Streams all night. Wow, nice. And he's enjoying a Corona Seltzer. How's your boring? Well, my boring water's boring, but what I'm gonna do later is crack open. I think I opened one of these before on the stream. Some nice craft root beer, as they call it, from Lidl. This is really good, actually. I try not to have too much sugary soda, but I'll treat myself on the stream. So to attack the Quintain, first select the attacker Conrad, then the target the Quintain. Oh, I kind of missed the rest of the text, but that's okay. I think it's pretty straightforward. Now we have a little dialogue for attacking enemy. So you can see, it has more hit points than me. It's pretty tough. And it has a flail that's magical. I don't know if I can beat up this dummy. Yeah, I like root beer a lot too. I like cream soda too. That's a good one. Damage calculation. What is this? I was actually reading a little bit about this. What they do is they use the Monte Carlo method here, which they just simulate a crap ton of combats on the fly. That's a legitimate metric, by the way, a crap ton. And that's how they get these expected battle results. So you can see, well, if I do this battle, if I attack, how is it going to result? I actually don't know how to read this yet. I guess in the left column is how many hit points I'll be left with after the attack. Yeah, see, it's expected battle result HP. And Ryan also says he doesn't think he's ever had a cream soda. Man, you're depriving yourself. Give it a shot one time. They must have them over there in the Southwest, right? I don't think they're specifically regional. I could be wrong. Anyway, look at all this info they give you. It's a little too much, but you don't have to look at every little thing, I suppose. So I clicked on the profile for the Quintain, and it's whoa, an explosion of stuff. That's kind of one of the things I like about some, not all open source games, but some open source games, they're just kind of gradually in development for years. So maybe somebody says, well, why don't we make a really detailed description of every little thing you can fight, including these dummies at the beginning in the tutorial. And they get this really well fleshed out game over the years. By the way, this game is from 2003 initially, and like I said, it's been basically in gradual development ever since. Conrad says, "Hey, this Quintain fights back." Oh no. Perhaps we should have started with a doll. Perhaps Duffledore. Should I retreat? Says Conrad. Good idea. I should start using like a Sean Connery voice for the old guy. Or my bad attempt at it anyway. Crowns. The tiny golden crown above your leader, Conrad, indicates he is a side leader. In most scenarios, you will lose if your leader is killed. Be sure to keep him safe. By the way, when I said side leader, I thought that meant like, well, not the real leader, but the leader on the side. What I think they mean is like the leader of your team, your army, your side, if you will. So I think that's what they're talking about. Not like a secondary leader. Okay, so Delphador ran away. And he says, unfortunately, you've used up your turn attacking the Quintain. The Quintain now gets to attack. Okay, so I get beat up by the dummy now. The dummy get the turn? Yes, it's a magical Quintain. If it hits you, it does 3 damage and has 5 chances. If it hits every time, you'll drop from 20 to 5 hit points. Brace yourself. Turns. Every turn each side in a scenario gets a chance to make their move. Once you've completed everything you wish to do this turn, click on the End Turn button in the bottom right of the screen. The other teams, whether controlled by the AI or other human players, will then make their move. Some scenarios must be completed in a certain number of turns. You can see what turn it is, and any applicable turn limit next to the flag icon at the top of the screen. Okay, at the top of the screen, what was it? You can see what turn it is and any applicable turn limit. Next to the flag icon. Oh, okay, I see. We're on 1 up here in the top left. Okay, that makes sense. By the way, let me know if you can see everything. I think you can. Like where I'm circling here, for example. Sometimes the edges get cut off a tiny bit. Yeah, so Ryan's commenting that he's right. I do the stream just to do voices. That's the only reason. Okay, so what am I doing? Retreating? Or am I supposed to go to the keep, I guess? Go to the keep. Well, I have to get beat up by the dummy first. I have to end your turn. Okay, so end your turn, then the dummy's gonna beat me up, and hopefully I survive. Smack, smack. But you can notice I'm retaliating at the attacks. Ouch! I need to heal. Only 11 hit points left. There are 2 villages within your reach. Visiting villages is a good idea, and ending your turn on one will heal you. To a village. Alright, to a village. So the village is not the keep. It is, we have one right next to the keep, though. And another one here. I guess we'll go to the closer one. I wonder if he can attack me. He's probably not going to chase me, though. He's a dummy, right? Then again, we thought the dummy couldn't really fight, so... You have captured a village. It now flies your colors and has been added to your total village count. The house icon at the top of the screen shows how many villages you currently control. Okay, the house icon right here looks like we have 1 of 2. So I guess that means there's 2 on the map altogether. And we currently control 1. Villages provide gold needed to recruit units. Each turn you gain 2 gold, plus 1 for every village you own. So the villages are your source of gold, like entirely, I guess. Well, maybe not entirely, it could be something else that contributes to your gold as well. Alright, so... I guess I end my turn and then I'll heal up here, probably. So I gained 8 hit points. Dumbledore says, since you started your turn on a village, you regained some health. Villages heal units 8 hit points per turn are enough to top off their health, whichever is less. In your case, you regained 8 hit points. Yeah, because that dummy really beat me up good. I still have ways to heal up, I think. Where do I see that? It's showing Delphador here. I can check in a minute, probably. Now it's time to summon some help against that Quintain. Yeah, that's what we need. Conrad says, I'll recruit some elves. Splendid idea. It's probably best not to attempt attacking the Quintain this turn. Instead, you should return to the keep and recruit 2 units. You have plenty of gold for that. Do I? So at the top, is that telling me no, it's telling me I think I have An income of 3 a turn over here. I don't know how much I actually have, though. It's telling me my battery. And the time. That's funny. Yeah, it's telling me my laptop's battery and the real world time, I think. Okay, so we're gonna run to the hills. Run for our lives. Recruiting. When you're on a keep, you can recruit units on the castle tiles around it by right-clicking and selecting Recruit. Okay, so they're gonna spawn in these two castle tiles that are like, they look like they're kind of empty, I guess. The recruit fills in that space, I suppose. Note that newly recruited units cannot attack the turn you recruit them. They have summoning sickness to use a magic term. You will be able to use them the next turn. This scenario, you have only one type of unit to choose from, the Elvish Fighter. Okay, let's get some elves to fight. So I click here? Maybe I click me. Oh, I said right click, that's right. Right click recruit. Here we go, Elvish Fighter. He's got a nice headband like Rambo. And his attacks, he has a sword attack and a bow attack. So I guess he can shoot from a distance, probably. I'm not sure how ranged weapons works. It might be that he still has to be like 1 hex away, but perhaps the defense cannot hit back. I'm not really sure. Am I giving it a name up here? This guy's name is Dr. Awesome. Somebody gave me that nickname at work, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, so Dr. Awesome, it says no unit recruited. Why? Was Dr. Awesome a forbidden name? Maybe that wasn't even a name, I don't know. Yeah, oh, that was a search. Okay, you search for, I guess if you have a lot of options for units, you can just type it in here. Like if I type elf. Yeah, okay. So that was not his name. His name is not Dr. Awesome, unfortunately. So I recruited 2 Elvish Fighters here, and I guess I can do it here too. Okay. Great. Be sure to examine the traits of your new recruits. They are listed under its race in the sidebar. Traits can subtly affect how you use your troops. For example, units with the quick trait can move an extra hex each turn, and units with the intelligent trait require 20% experience to level up. So this guy, okay, he has exactly those traits that they mentioned. He's intelligent and quick. Okay, so he can level up faster and move faster, basically. Okay, now what? End your turn. Hey, the Quintain just healed 2 hit points. I'd better attack it at once. Yes, if a unit doesn't do anything for a turn, it will slowly heal. Before you send your fighters against the Quintain, you should know that they have 2 kinds of an attack. 2 kinds of attack. I'll tell them to use the one that does more damage. And which would that be? The sword, 5 times 4, or 5 damage on each hit with 4 attacks, or the bow, 3 times 3, or 3 damage on each hit with 3 attacks. I suppose you'll find out. Math would dictate the former, but I'm assuming again the bow had some kind of range advantage to it. Alright, so attack. I don't like how the text is like covering each other, but that's not a big deal really. Attack Quintain with your fighters. Here you go. Or do I have to go like this? I'm not sure if it's beneficial to like move him first or just click on him. Let's just click on him. Yeah, here we go. We got ranged or melee. And Ryan asks, is your IS International Assassin Squad? You got it. I am a member of the International Assassin Squad, and now you know my secret, so I have to send one of these International Assassins after you. Okay, so we're doing an attack. I guess he's using his sword. How's he doing there? It looks like he's doing okay. Your elf used a sword, which is a melee attack. The Quintain defended with its melee attack. The ranged attack, the bow, would have been safer. Sorry. Okay, so it's telling me range would be safer because I guess it can't hit back. That's just my speculation. So let's see if I can do that with this guy. Now, if I click immediately, I cannot hit range here. I think it's a 0% and 0 times 0. So I think what I have to do is move first until I'm in range. Whether that's adjacent or not, I'm not sure. So let's try. We're going to click right here. And now we'll do, oh, now I can't attack? No, I can't. No, it still says 0 here, so I guess I don't know why I can't do it. Maybe you can't move in a turn, or... Oh, I'm stupid. I'm looking at the wrong... Okay, so they're different weapons. Like, this is... There's two different sides. One is for the Quintain and one's for the Elvish Archer. So I actually have 80%, whatever that means here. I guess chance to hit, and it's 4x3. So I was kind of understanding that wrong. And hello, Arturo. Welcome. He's my fellow International Assassin Squad member. Delphador says, your elf used a bow, which is a ranged attack. 3 times 3, or 3 damage on each hit with 3 attacks. The Quintain has no ranged attack, only a melee attack, so it could not defend itself. Alright, what that sounds like to me is, if I shoot you, you can only hit me back if you're capable of shooting yourself. Or shooting me, not shooting yourself. And Kosan says, let's see, I need a good elf voice. Elves always sound like haughty and very proper, but I can't really speak that well. The Quintain is destroyed, and I have gained more experience. Yes, you gain experience through battle, especially by killing an opponent. Gain enough experience, and you'll become more powerful. Now, Conrad, I will leave you with more dummies to practice on. After that, we have real work to do. Then you will feel the wrath of Conrad. Note, these dummies only attack if you are a single tile away. With care, you should be able to kill them one at a time. Why don't we just have the elves shoot them? Do any of them have ranged weapons? I don't think so. They'll have flails, I guess. How's it going tonight, Arturo? I think I have to end turn this time, though. Or I can move on my guy. But he's a wimp. Conrad's kind of a wimp, right? Maybe he'll rest again. So let's do end turn. I think it's nighttime now in the game, and in real life. But in the game it changed from light to dark. Okay, so let's I'm gonna test if you can shoot from more than 1 hex away. I don't think you can. I'm not sure. So let's try that. Maybe I can. Let's see. No, he walked up to it. Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna, really try to... I mean, this is a tutorial, but if we really want to, maximize our chances here, we can just entirely use ranged weapons and we'll be fine. Oh, but it attacks back, doesn't it? I just realized that. Okay. So these dummies do attack back. Okay, so this one can't actually reach. That sucks. But we can get closer. And Arturo says, in real life it does change from light to 2, Mark. You need to go out a little bit more. Good point, good point. I hadn't thought of that. It's true, I only exist in this stream. I kind of fade out of existence as soon as I hit the end stream button on the YouTube control panel. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, these are kind of tough dummies, believe it or not. But we'll just pile on one at a time, I suppose. Yeah, it's gonna beat up my elf now. Let's see how it does. Wait, it moved. Did it just take a step? It did. I thought I said it couldn't move. Unit descriptions. You can right-click on a unit to see a detailed unit description. Okay. Didn't we already do that? Yeah, we did that. And they give you this whole paragraph. Again, probably more than you need, but sometimes open source games that give you a lot more info than you want. I'm thinking of like Nethack when you look at a monster and it has like an entire excerpt from some like novel about it. Anyway, wow, yeah, these dummies are tough, so we have to probably beat it up and then go back and heal a bunch of times, I would think. Another way to look at it is the guy who's injured, he should be using his ranged weapon or running away, I'm not sure which. But given the dummy's current hit points, I think if all three of them focus on it this turn, we should probably be able to kill it. But I might die in the tutorial, who knows? So yeah, I guess my plan will be melee, and range for this guy. That sounds decent, I suppose. Now here's the thing, I don't know if there might be a limitation to the amount of retaliation the defender can do. In other words, can it smack, if all my guys swarm it, can it smack all of them in retaliation? I would think probably not. Just playing enough games like this, I would think probably not, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna just experiment. Let's move this elf over to hither and attack melee style. Okay, here we go, sword. Okay, so we brought it down to 19, but this elf himself is down to 22, and this elf is like almost dead. We already moved that off, right? Well, that was the last turn. Okay, so we can actually attack again. Let's do ranged. Maybe we'll finish it, actually. No such luck. Okay, we're going to bring in Conrad to make the dummy feel the wrath of Conrad. And oh yeah, now I see how this expected battle graph could be useful now. It's like telling me expected battle result for the attacker and the defender. So the defender is basically going to die 89.6% of the time when I do this attack. The thing is, if I do fail, so about 10% of the time, basically about 10% chance that I could not kill him, and then probably the dummy would finish off my weak elf here next turn, I would think. Whatever, let's just go for it. 10% is not good odds anyway. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we're all beat up, so I suppose we have to run back to villages because these dummies are kind of tough. They're tough for dummies. And the dummy did retaliate against both of them? Do I have that right? I think it did, so I guess there's no limit to the retaliation, or no limit of one anyway. Okay, but I have to end turn for now, I suppose. Yeah, this is pretty cool, huh, Ryan? And it's a totally free open source game. Anybody can download it, play, and it has multiplayer capabilities. I think it supports like up to 8 players at once, so this could be crazy fun, I would think. Alright, so protect your troops. Remember to pull back wounded units into villages and recruit more if needed. That's right, I can heal up these guys and recruit more in the meantime. These dummies stand no chance. Take special care of units with the highest experience points, so they can gain levels and become more powerful. In other words, yeah, if you have a choice between saving a more experienced guy or a less experienced guy, all other factors being equal, you probably want to save the guy with the experience. Okay, so we're going to recruit, or oh, I can't. I think I have to have my hero in the keep to recruit. Did it say that? Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Alright, let's run back. It's going to take a couple turns, though. But he might as well heal in the village in the meantime, I guess. Let's think about this. Yeah, let's not think about it, just go. How about that? Here, actually you heal. Because you're weaker. You can go there, and you can go to the village, and, well, you can try to get towards the village. Okay, then we end turn. Support. Each village you control will support 1 unit for free. After that, each unit costs you 1 gold per turn. Oh, so you have to pay these guys. They don't fight for you for free, so I guess if you have 2 villages, then you can have 2 units for free. But then once you have a 3rd unit, you're paying that 3rd unit 1 gold per turn. And if you get a 4th unit, then you're spending 2 gold on your 2 excess units, etc., etc. Cool, that's cool, I understand. Okay, this guy got to heal up a bit, and we're gonna move our main dude to the keep, and this one to the village. Back in the village again. Let's recruit here. Another elvish fighter, and we cannot name him Dr. Awesome, unfortunately. So Ryan said, I wish Steam had a cool free beat 'em up. There are free beat 'em ups, but they're not on Steam, and they might take a little bit of effort to put together. If you look up Open Bor, Open B-O-R, that stands for Beats of Rage. I think it started with somebody was making a homebrew Streets of Rage style game, and then eventually became this framework where anybody could put together a beat 'em up game, and there's tons of them you can get. There's like a new Golden Axe game, 2 new Golden Axe games, all kind of stuff. There's a really cool looking He-Man game that has awesome looking He-Man characters. Advancement. When a unit gains enough experience points, the experience bar present is on the right of the hit points bar, which is... I don't see it in bar form, but I see it over here on the right. It says 4 out of 33 for Conrad, for example. It will gain a level. Elvish fighters have 2 advancement options, and you'll be able to choose which one you want. However, second level units cost twice as much to support as first level units. Oh, they want more money because they're better. Okay, we're healing up this guy and this guy. Oh, this guy's fully healed now, I think. Well, he's close to fully healed. He's got 30 out of 31. And this one, he's hanging in there. He's got 22 out of 31. Can we call him Professor Awesome, says Arturo. Yeah, you can call me that if you want. Oh, no, you mean the elf. No, we can't, you can't call him anything with awesome. We can't name the individual guys. That's what I thought you could do at first, but I turned out to be very wrong. Alright, so let's go kill some dummies, yeah. Let's see, do we want to do sword or shoot? Yeah, let's do the damage calculation. So if you look at the sword, I guess you could say the most likely outcomes are I knock it down to 40 or 34. But with the bow, the most likely outcome is I knock it down to like 49 or maybe 52. So yeah, as you can see, the sword does more damage. But also, if you look at the left-hand column, in this case, 100% of the time, meaning I can't get hurt, you know, I'll be at 100%. I'll have 39 hit points still. But over here in the sword, it's going to retaliate. So you can see the whole distribution of how beat up I'll get in that case. I'm just going to sword it. I don't care. I'm feeling very sorted. Alright, let's run over here. Let's use the sword here as well. Actually, this one has a better bow, if you notice. The other one had 3x3, and this one has 4x3. That's interesting. Not sure why. In this case, let's see the outcome. I cannot kill it still. But again, I can, you know, knock it down pretty well. It's going to have 19 or 14 most likely after this. See, Arturo, I think Jason at work named me Dr. Awesome at some point. I miss working with Jason. Okay, what do we got next? This guy is in good shape, so we might as well run him out. But where? I guess here. And I don't know, do we want to keep this guy here? Can we recruit again? Yeah, let's keep recruiting. It's going to cost me a lot of money, though. Where is my money? Over here it tells me my upkeep, so I'm going to incur expenses of 4 gold a turn because I have 6 units. Where's my actual gold, like, stockpile? Oh, here it is, 35. Alright, so I can last for several turns. I assume if you run out, then you have to disband some of your units. Alright, so let's roll. Can I still move this guy? I can heal him up? I'm not gonna bother. Okay, the dummy's attacking my elf. Defenses. Whenever one of your units is selected, you'll see varying percentages as you move the mouse over the map. The higher the percentage, the more defense that unit has in that kind of terrain. For example, most units have good defenses in castles and villages, but poor defenses in rivers. Some units, like those Quintains, have a magical attack, which always has a 70% chance of hitting no matter what terrain their targets occupy. Why would they make the Quintains so badass? So they have a magical attack. It doesn't matter if you're hiding in the woods, it just smacks the crap out of you because it's a magical dummy. Alright, so we could actually have the weak elf here, the almost dead elf, finish off this one with a bow, probably. So let's see how that'll work out. We can do the damage calculation. 99.2% chance of finishing it off. Let's just do that then. There it goes. Alright, so let's beat up this last dummy. Take that, you dummy. I do like the damage calculation graphs that it provides. And again, I was a little impressed the way it calculates that. It's on the fly, it's doing a bunch of simulations. In other words, Monte Carlo method, if you're familiar with that at all. So it just kind of rolls the dice, if you will, like, you know, maybe 100 times or 1,000 times, and comes up with a tally of how the outcomes, you know, resulted. Alright, let's finish off this Jerko. Fear my elves. And the dummies have been slain. Victory is ours. Okay. Well, I think I know the basics. Onwards. Maybe I can fight in a real battle next. That was pretty real. We could have died from these dummies. Yeah, Ryan says Beats of Rage looks too hard to figure out. I mean, yeah, it's not like just download and go for sure. But, could definitely be worth the effort in my opinion. I'm probably going to play some Beats of Rage games on my stream sometime. Open bore, it's called. Victory. After your victory, notice the map will be grayed out to indicate that the scenario is over. This is called linger mode. You will still be able to examine the final positions and state of your troops and any surviving enemies. When you're finished, click the end scenario button to go on to the next scenario in the campaign. Alright, so yeah, it just shows you all the stuff. So you can browse around, look at it. Probably check out your troops, their statuses, whatever. End scenario. Alright. I'm gonna crack open a nice beer. A nice root beer. The root beer smells delicious, doesn't it? Okay, so welcome to Wesnoth. Welcome back. This is second part of the two-part tutorial. Part 2 will teach you about recalling units, abilities and weapon specials, income and upkeep, long distance movements, zone of control, and time of day. And the third part of the tutorial will teach you about love. Conrad says, "Ho, Galdrad! Has Dorfador conjured something else to beat me with? A flock of seagulls, perhaps? No, a flock of scarecrows, perhaps?" "This is no game, Conrad. Orcs have encamped across the river. This is elven country. They are fools to enter here. We elves are fast and hard." I'm using a too tough of a voice for elves, but whatever. "We elves are fast and hard to hit in forests. You must defeat their leaders so they never threaten us again. I will advise you. What should I do?" Alright, what did Ryan and what about Ryan and Arturo say? Ryan says, "I didn't realize Steam had all the golden X games." Oh yeah, that's a lot of like Sega packages and stuff like that. And Arturo says, "Open source love." Yep, open source love. This game will teach me how to love in part 3. Galdrad says, "First we will have to deal with the orcish grunt stationed in the middle of the river. He should be little trouble." Remember Warcraft with all the orc sounds? "By then, their leader will have recruited more units to send against us, and the real fight shall begin." See this dark blue water? It's too deep for either side to cross. The orcs could slowly wade through that narrow band of shallow, lighter blue water in the north. But we could stand on the shore and force them to fight us from the water. Where they're exposed, they're exposing themselves, and we are protected by the forest. Galdrad, the more likely attack then is across the bridge. That middle island is the key. It has a village for healing injured units and forests in which we fight so well. Let's go, attack. Okay. Hang on, you need to gather your forces. Or do you intend to fight the orcs single-handedly? Single-handedly! I see you have veteran troops. From your training, you should recall them so as to start off the battle. Sorry, one second. Start off the battle with more experienced units. Think carefully though, if a unit has too little experience, it might be better to recruit a new one. Okay, we have to recall them to start off. Alright. How do we recall them? Recalling. In addition to recruiting new units for each scenario, you can also recall your experienced veterans from previous scenarios for the cost of 20 gold each. Well, none of my guys level up, right? This allows you to build up a formidable army across over the course of multiple scenarios by recalling your highest leveled troops, or those with good combinations of traits and abilities. To recall a unit, right-click while your leader stands on a keep and select the recall option. Remember to also recruit new troops in addition to recalling old ones. Okay. You also have two new types of units to recruit this scenario, Elvish Archers and Elvish Shamans. I'll tell you more about them when you recruit them. Personally, I would recommend a balanced force of 2 archers, 2 fighters, and a shaman. Okay. Victory is to defeat the orc leader. Defeat is the death of Conrad, the death of Galdrad, or the turns run out. 36 turns. They give you a limit this time, so you cannot waste too much time running back to get healed or whatever. This is the orc. This is Vong, an orcish grunt. Orcish grunts are the mainstay of the orcish forces, made up of the biggest and strongest orcs the clan can muster, given the most basic of equipment and thrown into the field. Even these basic recruits can be dangerous. Lost it. The larger orcs are naturally strong and can survive many injuries before falling. What makes an orcish horde most threatening, however, is the sheer numbers in which these fighters can be fielded. Okay, so I don't see any reason to recall, because it costs so much, as they said. Let's say 30 per troop. And none of my guys leveled up. I don't know, can I take a look at the menu maybe? See who's available. Yeah, basically it's, I mean, a guy with 4 XP, I guess that's nice. But is it really worth that much gold? By the way, if you notice, the traits are not all the same, even though, even though it's the same type of guy multiple times, their traits are not all the same. Like some of them are quick and intelligent. This one's intelligent and quick, which is very different from quick and intelligent apparently. And this one is dexterous and quick. This one's strong and resilient. I do like root beer. Alright, so let's just recruit guys, I think. Here we have Galdrad, the Elvish champion. So let's recruit. We have, I think we can recruit probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for each of these 5 castle hexes. Let's give it a shot. Recruit. And yeah, the tutorial advised 2 of each. That sounds reasonable. Let's start with a fighter. Let's go round robin sort of. So we'll do fighter, archer. Oops, I skipped the thing about the archer, unfortunately. Let's look at this screen then. So they have a sword and bow just like the fighter types, but it looks like basically their sword is weaker. It's 5 times 2 instead of, I believe it tended to be like 5 times 4 for the fighter, and the bow is stronger than it is for the fighter. Which is, I guess, what you would expect. Alright, so we have 1 fighter, 1 archer. Next we'll get a shaman. Elvish shaman. The shaman has the ability to heal friendly units around her. She also has a special attack which slows enemies, halving the damage they do for 1 turn. However, she's physically weaker than fighters and archers, so be careful when sending her into battle. Okay, so maybe just, put her in the middle or something like that, or the back. The heal ability. At the start of each turn, allied units adjacent to a shaman will recover 4 hit points, which is only half of the amount that a village would provide. The shaman doesn't gain experience from healing, only from combat, but advancing her is worthwhile. Her second level Elvish Druid advancement has healing equivalent to a village. A detailed explanation of healing may be found in the gameplay, blah blah blah. Weapon special. Weapon specials are special attack modifiers that make certain attacks more powerful. In this case, the shaman has the slows special on her entangle attack. When this attack successfully hits an enemy, it will halve the damage they do for 1 turn. Other weapon specials include First Strike, which allows that attack to always hit first no matter who attacks first, and Magical, which gives that attack a constant 70% chance to hit. Oh, kind of like those dummies, they had a magical attack. Okay, so their druids are a little more complicated, but that's okay. Not druids, shaman. Alright, so let's make a fighter again. And then another archer. And then we're out of hexes, so we can't make the 6th one yet, I guess next turn. While none of your recruited units can move yet, you still can. You need more income. There are some villages near the keep you can capture. Okay, so it's suggesting I run over and capture villages. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this island on the left. Then we have another in the middle, and then at least 3 more. I don't know if the screen scrolls. Yeah, it does. So about 4 more on the right side. There's 5. Okay. I guess I'll run to the nearby one. Excellent, as Dorfin Dark mentioned earlier. Each captured village will support 1 unit and provide you with 1 extra gold per turn. Let's see what the chat says. Ryan is definitely downloading the Sega collection. Ryan asks, have you received your vaccine? And Arturo says, not yet. My age range won't be getting it for at least another month. Ooh. Each turn you will gain 2 gold plus 1 for each village that you own. We already went over this kind of thing, didn't we? I think we only went over the cost, so this is good to know. So 2 gold plus... No, we do this too, actually. However, upkeep is subtracted from that. You can support as many levels worth of units as the number of villages you own. Beyond that, you have to pay 1 gold per turn. Be careful, as owning too many units will cause you to have negative income and lose gold each turn. Status table. So, just to interject for a moment, this is kind of complicated, a ton of rules, but they do a pretty good job of introducing them gradually and letting you experiment before they, introduce any new stuff. I think I recall when I first ran this tutorial, ran through it, like, again, probably more than a decade ago, it was a lot, it felt like a lot to take in, so I think they've improved this over time. It's still kind of a lot, but they do give you a chance to experiment, which I like, before just piling it all on. It's one thing when you design a game, you get so intimately familiar with everything that you think you can just, like, you kind of have this instinct of like, well, I can just dump 30% of the rules at the player up front and they'll get it all, but they're gonna run away screaming when really you should probably be going like just 1% at a time, maybe a couple percent at a time. And that applies to a lot of things. Like in my world of software engineering, if you're explaining some program you wrote, another person is going to be like, okay, slow down. Anyway. Status. The status table details the sides, current status, and starting conditions. Fog and Shroud will affect what you can see in this table, and occasionally a side may be hidden. So where's the status table? You can access it from the menu. The menu, okay. What is it saying? Occasionally a side may be hidden, however, it's still useful to check this table when a scenario begins. You can access it from the menu. That's kind of funny, the menu. And that is the... Did it say status? I see statistics. Here's status table. Okay, so it says, my side's leader is Conrad the Human. His team is Student. And we have Thrag the AI Orcs. We're gonna beat Thrag. And we have this open space now, but my guy is not in the keep, so we cannot recruit anymore. Anyway, let's end turn. What is Orc E-Man doing? He's cloning his orcs. Or recruiting orcs, I should say. Now, young man, it is time to discuss strategy. Your units are ready to attack, and the orcish leader has begun gathering his own troops. Galdrad, if I go by the ford, I could sneak up near his keep and dispatch him quickly. You could. However, elves and orcs have bad defense in the water. You'll be more vulnerable as you try to wade slowly across the ford. The enemy will have an 80% chance to hit you. Since elves have a good defense in the forest, I would advise you keep to the trees and attack the orcs from there. Your fighters will only suffer a 40% chance of being hit in return, while shamans and archers will only incur a 30% chance. However, keep an eye on that ford. The orcs may try to sneak around behind our forces. It might do to send a few units to defend the banks and the village there. Alright, the bridge it is then, but I'll be careful about the crossing. That orcish grunt is still blocking our path. He has no ranged attacks, so your archers should be able to engage him with little risk. Unfortunately, your units cannot reach him this turn, but you should not let them languish. Move them into position so they can attack next turn. There are also other villages on this side of the river. You should secure them for income and healing. Okay, long distance movement. You can order a unit to move for multiple turns by selecting the unit and clicking on the destination. A number will indicate how many turns it will take to get there. I think I'll stick around the keep for now in order to recruit more units. You've learned well, Conrad. It is indeed a good idea to keep your leaders safe and protected and in range of your keep early in the game. The tide of battle can turn quickly, and you don't want to find yourself cut off from recruiting reinforcements. Ryan says, here's what you do, Archer. Go to where they're giving shots, push the elderly out of the way, and yell, I'm friends with YouTube celebrity Mark W. Where the F is my vax? Have you seen Video Power? No, nobody's seen Video Power. Except for kids in the early 90s who woke up at 6:30 in the morning. Which there's more of them than I realized. Since I uploaded those Video Power YouTubes. There's like maybe 100 of them. Anyway, alright, so let's see what we want. We definitely want to move forward, of course, but who's going to grab villages? And should I recruit more? I'm not sure exactly. So I guess for some of these villages, I can move forward and take the villages. One thing that's not totally clear to me is, do I have to end my turn at a village, or can I just pass through it? Alright, so let's start moving. You can go here. And the village is mine. And can I continue moving though? I guess not, but I might have used up all my movement points anyway. I think I did. Because I was going through forest, which you move slower through. I might be making that up. I'm not sure. Alright, so then this fighter can go to this village. Yeah, I think it does end your turn when you hit a village. Is this our champion guy? Galdrad, yeah. Let's move him down here, because we don't really want to fight with him, probably. But he can't move there? Not sure what's happening. Why can't I move him there? It's like within the range, apparently. Does he not like to move because he's a champion or something? He's too good for that. I'll move the other one there. Okay. And we'll put my man here, my main dude, there. And I guess I can recruit more. I don't know how many I want to recruit. But it was suggested to get 6 guys, and I only made 5. I guess at least one more, right? Well, I can't recruit. Maybe this guy has to start in the keep. Wait, which one is the keep, actually? Is it specifically this space? I'm not sure which one is the keep. Yeah, I think it's the one with the pointed towers around it, so I guess I have to move him down one more. Then I can recruit. Yeah, there we go. So I figured that out. Make another shaman. Multiple healers. You now have 2 healers. However, each unit can only receive healing from 1 healer. A unit will still only be healed 4 hit points per turn, even when adjacent to both shamans. If either shaman advances to become a druid, then she'll be able to heal adjacent units by 8 hit points per turn. A unit next to multiple healers is healed by the most advanced one. A unit in a village will receive healing from the village instead of from adjacent healers. Galdrad. What's going on in the chat here? Arturo's gonna bring his laptop with the video ready in case they haven't seen it. Can you imagine him at the vaccine like, look, I know the guy who was on video power in 1991. You have to give me the vaccine. Don't you know who I am? I know him. Galdrad. Having more than 1 healer allows them to heal each other or to cover separate areas of the battlefield. You can also allow better tactical movement. The 2 hit points from rest healing does combine with other sources of healing, so it's often better to move a healer instead of an injured unit. Okay, I think I get what they're saying. Alright, so we have summoning thickness for the freshly summoned guys, if you will. I don't know. I have 27 gold. And how many villages do I have? I have, where does it say that, this villages? No, this one, I have 5. Okay, so I have 6 troops and 5 villages, but I can probably get more villages soon, at least this one soon. And, you know, I can last several turns with my 27 gold, so I could probably make a couple more guys, I guess. Not sure if it's worth it. Maybe 2 more. Let's go with that. Hopefully I'm not overextending myself. Wait a minute, but if it costs 17 gold to make in the first place, at that point I'll be pretty low. And then with the upkeep I'll be spending, I'll run out of gold pretty fast, I think. Wait, but oh, this is my net income. Okay, I'm still getting. This is my upkeep. -1. However, my net income is still positive, so I'm still gaining gold every turn, it's saying. So I could probably make 1 more. Let's just do that. Let's make another. Let's go with Archer. And I believe that is my turn. Is there anything else I can even do? This guy, I don't understand why I can't move him. Maybe he just likes to sit there. That's what he does. I'll have to sit in turn, I guess. Gotta get ready for some orcs to attack. Okay, here comes this guy across the ford. He's attacking my archer in the forest, which gave my archer good defense. And we got a whole bunch of orcs piling out of their keep over here. Their castle, I guess. Tracking enemy movement. You can see where an enemy can reach by moving the mouse over them. You can see all possible enemy moves at once with the Show Enemy Moves command from the Actions menu. Wow. We must occupy the island before the Wolf Riders reach. Okay. Can't we just move around the orcs? No, once you move close to an enemy unit, you are in its zone of control and cannot move further that turn. To move your troops onto that island without wading slowly through the water, you'll have to kill the grunt. Back to the chat, let's see. Policia, take this screaming man away. To be honest though, this young nerd, Brian, you'd be the coolest kid ever being on that show. Thank you, Brian. It was cool at the time. It was a very strange experience. I know I've talked about it a bunch. It wasn't too cool in high school though when I wore my video power jacket one day. It was cool when I was in 8th grade though, and I had the previous summer recorded the show. Everyone thought it was cool then. There was an early mobile game named The Reign of Swords that was like this, says Ryan. And he also says he loved that game. Cool. Zone of control. The hexes immediately around a unit constitute its zone of control. When an enemy unit enters those hexes, they cannot move any further that turn. An exception are units with the Skirmisher ability, who are unaffected by zones of control. This can be used to create a blockade to prevent stronger enemies from reaching key locations, such as villages, even if you have limited manpower. Yeah, that opens up a lot of strategic possibilities of placing units in a certain way that nobody can move past them. You can sort of like set up a blockade. Wait, why did he move there? Did I do that? Let me hit you to undo. I think it was accidental. I was like clicking off the tutorial and I moved this guy. That might not be a bad move, but I just didn't intend it. So I like that they have an undo button. That's very cool. You don't see that in a lot of games like this. At least, well, at least I haven't played too many newer games like this, so maybe it's common now. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do. Need my root beer power. That's good stuff. I gotta get some cream sodas for sure. Anyway, let's see. If I'm attacking from the forest, yeah. So I mean, I guess I could have the swordsman or the fighter go head on, and I could have the two archers in the forest. That's probably a good idea, I would think. Everybody else can just rush forward. Yeah, let's do that. So you can attack. I'll make him attack with his bow. You have my bow. And my axe. I hope my units will survive the counterattack. If I can't take this grunt out this turn, I'd better grab more villages if I can, and move everyone closer for next turn. If one of your shamans stands just behind your wounded units, she will heal them each 4 hit points at the beginning of next turn. Yeah, I know how shamans work. Okay, so let's get this archer to shoot. Wait, this is a shaman, isn't it? Not an archer. Okay. It would help if I knew my units better. The wounded one is actually the shaman. Why don't we move this one out, like to the rear? I guess over here would be okay. And the fighter can move up from the woods. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sword attack. Okay, so the orc is not dead yet, but he has only 6 hit points. So if anybody can reach him from the rear, he should be able to finish him off, I would think. So let's advance this archer that's out in Guam, as they say. Let's see where we are in the chat. We talked about Rain of Sword. They had a similar mechanic to, I guess, the blockading, as I call it. You could put shield mastered up to block. And he also asked, will you ever be able to drink again, Mark? I would think so, probably. We have to get down to the bottom of my issue first. It hasn't happened yet. This is kind of just a precaution. It's probably no big deal. Better safe than sorry. If all I'm doing is enjoying a beer now and then, and there's no reason to screw up my liver, just because, you know, I don't know what's going on yet. Let's see, what do I want to do? I guess just charge up. Charge! This one can probably charge and shoot. What is it, a shaman again, though? Not the ideal person to do that. What about the archer? Can the archer do it? Yes. The archer's going to try to finish it off with the bow. Damage calculation says I have an 82.1% chance of finishing him. Sounds good to me. Alright. Desiwa says, 1 fewer orc to deal with. And our way across the bridge is clear. I also gained experience from striking the killing blow. This could be true that Nethack is damaging to the liver. I mean, that game messes you up big time. Oh, here's a village I missed. I should probably run some of them there, I think. I'll run my hero dude up there. He'll get there by next turn, perhaps. By the way, can I use arrows? Yeah, I can. I cannot use WASD to scroll. That's too bad. That's become like standard for directions these days. Alright, so, who else has to move? Just the druid, I guess? I'll put her over here. And I guess that's all she wrote for this turn. This one can move a little more, apparently. Nah, that's a druid. Let's keep her in the back. Right click, right click. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. What about this guy? Okay, let's hit end turn finally. Here come orkies. Looks like 5 little orkies jumping on the bed. Oh, there's a wolf rider. It looks like it's sunset time. We need to occupy that village, otherwise they will take it soon. Move a unit into the village to stop the orcs capturing it. Whichever unit you choose will benefit from the village's healing too. Why did that always happen after I click? It like makes me move a guy I didn't want to move. I didn't even click anywhere in that area that I'm aware of. Yeah, so maybe I'll play Nethack after this, by the way. You've never seen me play that before. Oh no, my laptop stand has lost a foot. One of the sticky feet underneath. I only got this stand recently. Anyway, let's see. We need to capture this. Can we do it this turn? Yeah, this one can do it. What about the fighter? The fighter cannot reach. So either of these two archers can reach. Fighter can hang out here in the woods and be protected by the woods. This one's a shaman. She could probably go here. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, I think. Let's move this guy over to capture the village, by the way. Go there. We now have another village. You're venturing away from your keep. You might need to recruit more units, and I doubt the orc leader will let you use his. Careful. Alright, shut up. I'm not considering that a mistake. It's like, you know, you can hit you now if you want. I see where they're coming from, though, because they can probably ford up here. And that would not be good. Okay, so I'm going to protect up there as well, I think. What's my goal again? Is it to, like, wipe them all out or just hold them all for a while? I think it said if I take 36 turns, I lose. Scenario objectives. Defeat the orc leader. Okay, so I really have to wipe him out, basically. That's the orc leader? Not just a wolf rider. This is the orc leader, I guess. Rag. Okay. Oh yeah, so I have to, that's interesting. I need to probably protect up north here as well as just advance a bunch of guys across. I think they mainly are focusing north. Look like they're heading up here. Yeah, so, alright, it's kind of a level 1 scenario, but you do have to think about a lot of things. Alright, so back to capturing this castle. I think we determined only an archer can go there, so let's do that. Well done, the island village is ours. You can use the trees to set up a blockade against the orcs. They can only come across the bridge one by one without wading through the river, and you will be securely on a terrain with good defense. Yeah, I agree with that. So let's take these forest tiles. Can he reach this one? He cannot reach that one. Yeah, that's alright. You go here. And Archer can move forward. But I think I'm going to start moving some guys up north as I was suggesting. Not sure how many. Maybe one fighter, one archer, and a druid. And this druid should follow this troop over here. Okay, that my turn then. This guy I already moved, right? Yeah. I got scolded because I moved him too far away. Okay, I suppose that's it. And turn. Here they come. Oh, they're not coming north. Okay. Or maybe some of them are. Careful, it's now nighttime. Orcs are chaotic, which means their attacks are now 25% stronger. Oh, that's right. If you're bad, you like the darkness. By day, their attacks are 25% weaker, which is a noticeable difference. You are lawful, stronger by day and weaker at night. Your elvish warriors are neutral, unaffected by the time of day. So when they say you are lawful, I guess it means the hero. Conrad. Okay, so good to know. That reminds me of Archon, by the way. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please let me know. Time of day. During a scenario, the time of day will shift as turns pass. There are 4 alignments. A unit may be lawful, neutral, chaotic, or liminal. Each alignment gets a different bonus or handicap depending on the time of day. You can hover over the sky image below the mini-map on the right to see the current time of day and who has the advantage. Alright, so it's nighttime. Okay, this person healed in the village. That's good. Alright, so we need to put somebody in the forest here, and then we have a good defense. But we need to push forward too, don't we? Or is the idea that the AI is going to be dumb here? They're going to like sacrifice all their units to attacking me in the forest or something like that. I guess we'll hope for the latter. See what happens. But yeah, we're definitely going to move the hero back. It looks like he can only go pretty slowly right now. Either the dark or the forest, I'm not sure which. They did not mention the darkness slowing your movement down though. So we'll head here, the hero. How are we gonna do this otherwise? I wonder if it's good to leave someone in the village. Something like that. Okay. So again, we want people in the woods. Let's try to get this archer here. Cool. And I don't know what else. Maybe put the shaman over here. So she can heal both these guys in case they get hurt. This one's out of luck. I suppose it's my turn. Yeah, I guess when my hero comes back, I can recruit a few more units even. Because I'm currently at 9 positive income a turn. So that's pretty good. Okay, end turn. Hopefully the night will wear off by the time they reach me. I'm not sure how long it takes for the day to cycle. I have enough gold to recruit more units. Good idea. Remember to recruit troops useful for the situation. Archers are particularly offensive against grunts, wolf riders, and the orcish leader. Remember to retreat your wounded units to villages. Shamans can only heal 4. Yeah, we know this crap. Different sources of healing are generally not combined. We know that crap too. Rest healing is an exception to the rule. If a unit doesn't do anything for a turn, it will heal 2 hit points in addition to any healing it may receive from villages or healers, combining for up to 10. Oh, we got an orc right here. Oh, you ready to bring it? Okay, let's get our hero down to where he can recruit. Good, he can make it this turn. Sounds like they were basically saying archers are especially good against pretty much everything I'm going to be fighting. The grunts, the wolf riders, and the orcish leader as well. So I guess we'll make more archers. However, while my income is pretty good, my stockpile of gold is a bit on the low side. So I guess it means I'm just making 2 more guys for now. Okay. By the way, yeah, I'm thinking of just going to my usual chill at the end of the evening with Nethack after this. But let me know if you have other ideas. I can always play something else. Probably play my other standard FTL. Anyway, yeah, I wonder if I should hide the druid in a forest too, but I kind of want her to be next to people. Probably put her in the water here. Not sure if they would attack her. Let's see how that goes, I guess. Alright, so this guy is going to be dead meat, I hope, very soon. I don't know, should I just hang out? Let him come to me? Yeah, let's try it. I'm not anywhere close to my turn limit, so I'm not concerned about that yet. Okay, here comes an orc. Attacking my archer. We're shooting back and forth. And these guys are... So he was shooting... Trying to scroll the map, and then when an enemy moves, it jumps it over, so that's a little weird to me. Anyway, so it is knocked down by 6, and mine was knocked down by 3. They didn't really hurt each other too much. Okay, let's send one of the archers to the east and one of them to the north. And we can have this archer shoot this one with the bow. Damage calculation says basically it's going to be down to probably 13 or 7 hit points. But because it has a bow too, it's shooting back. And we have a 47.5% chance of finishing him off here. So it looks like the vast majority of the probability is going to be either kill it or knock it down to 1 hit point. Let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't mean to move him there. Did I have to move him there? Why would it do that? Might be good though, because now I can move this archer forward. Try to finish him this way. See if it works. Yes. That was a lot. A lot to kill one orc. So, now what though? Ryan says, did I miss anything? I was helping load the car. I killed an orc that crossed the bridge. Hold on, I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so up north, I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna wait for them. This one already moved. But perhaps soon I'll start moving across the bridge. Is that a good idea? Yeah, I guess we'll see. See how it goes. I suppose if they keep charging at me in a stupid manner, I'm best off just hanging tight. And then maybe after I wipe out their guys, moving forward. Beware of the orcs crossing the river. If they get into the forest, they'll be hard to dislodge. Okay. Maybe I'll move this one into the water so she can heal these two. Seems like a good idea, actually. Unless they go around and kill her, but I think I'm good because, you know, they'll be pinned. It can't go past an adjacent unit. So I'm going to put her over here. It's very dangerous to stand in the water when there are enemies about. Let's do it anyway. What? They're like... I think I haven't thought this through because she's going to have an 80% chance of being hit. But she's going to heal through these guys, right? And they can't really get to her easily, can they? I guess we'll see if I'm wrong. It's just a dumb tutorial I shouldn't be too worried about. Yes, I did have respite from you distracting. It's okay, Ryan. And these guys are gonna sit tight some more, except I can move this archer forward, I suppose. Maybe I'll make her switch places with the fighter, so that the archer is under the cover of the trees. This one can move forward as well. Should we recruit one more? I think we can afford it. Let's make a fighter this time. And that's the turn. Yeah, New York has legal recreational cannabis, that's true. I haven't been following the story too much, I don't know what the deal is with that. Stop scrolling, what's going on? Yeah, this is going pretty well, I think, holding the forest as defense. Tracking unused units. You can ensure you use all your troops by pressing N to step through from one unit to the next. If you press space, you can mark the currently selected unit as having finished its turn, which stops you from moving it by accident later on. When N no longer selects a new unit, it's safe to end your turn. That makes sense. Cool, a lot of healing going on, so that's cool. Definitely helpful, and oh, look at this orc. He actually... Wait, is the boss Vong? I don't think that is, right? No, Thrag is the boss, okay. Anyway, yeah, he has 2 bows, though. Look at that, that's interesting. He has a, if you look at the right, I'm looking at, he has a 5x3 bow and a 5x2 bow. So, why would he use 2? Oh, I noticed it says chaotic minus 25% right now because it's daytime. Oh yeah, I gotta take advantage of that for sure. That's a cool mechanic because what it say, imagine you, I'm just speculating that it's gonna work this way. But imagine you have 2 units that are kind of in a trench warfare or stalemate kind of thing, and then the cycling of the day kind of, it gives you an incentive when it's your time to make the push. But I guess if you're fighting 2 armies of the same alignment, that's not really true. I don't know if that actually happens. I guess it must happen sometimes in multiplayer. Okay, so we can finish these guys in the water. We can finish these guys too, and then move forward. Try to kill off the orcs. So let's see how we want to do this. I mean, I don't really want to move into the water, so I guess first I'll just shoot from here. That might be the only attack I do on the north side of this battle. So range, damage calculation says I actually have a 13% chance of finishing it off, but probably it's going to be down to 10 or 5, which are these 2 cases here. So let's try it. Okay, so it's down to 10 hit points. And let's kill these screwballs down here. First, we shall try to shoot this one. And we have an 81.9% chance of finishing it off. That's great. Let's do it. And yet we did not pull it off. We had 2 misses, I think, and it's down to 1 hit point. Alright, we'll get it soon. But we can have these 3 gang up on this one. That ought to work pretty well. Sword attack. Cool. Hold on, this archer. Yeah, let's try to finish it off with the bow. You have my bow. It is a 47.5% chance of finishing him off. Wait, don't go there. Why do you... I don't tell him to go there and they just do it. Well, he won the fight at least. No Rob Bob tonight. He's doing games with his friend Nick, the one who joined us for the open source cart game streaming, basically. He abandoned his old man. No, I'm just kidding. He's allowed to do other things. Okay, we can have this one finish off this guy, and then we do our Dance of Joy. Whoever knows the Dance of Joy gets bonus points, by the way. Run this guy forward. I think Arturo knows the Dance of Joy because we were talking once about American sitcoms. I was surprised that he knew so many. I think we were specifically talking about the show that has the Dance of Joy. So Arturo says, I play Legends of Runeterra. I played the vanilla Hearthstone, but for a very short time and only with the physical... Wait, there's physical Hearthstone cards? I thought that was kind of a... I thought someone at IIS made those, actually. Did you get them from him? Anyway. I thought he made them as just kind of a hobby thing for himself and his friends to print out. But anyway, I'm probably talking nonsense. I guess we'll wait up here. Yep, Perfect Strangers, you got it. Perfect Strangers. I remember we were talking about that once. I was like, wow, you know, all these American sitcoms. I'm impressed. Okay, I guess we'll just leave the shaman where she is, and I feel like we can advance very soon, like next turn. Hopefully on both fronts. We'll definitely finish this guy off, or most likely finish this guy. This guy might survive next turn. And that's all I got for this turn. Yeah, we're gonna kill him, right? Right. Cool, we killed that orc. This guy's getting weak, unfortunately. Okay. Doing well enough, so here comes the Wolf Rider. Oh, look at this guy. In this scenario, you only need to defeat the orc leader to win. Yeah, I know that. Okay, we're getting to sunset. Why is it doing that? Why did you run there? Undo. I'm not clicking anything, I swear. You know, I have to press like spacebar when the tutorial message comes up because that seems to register the click as a movement, and I don't want that to happen. Alright, so let's try to finish this top guy. Why don't we swap out? We'll do like the Roman Legionnaire style. Or the Phalanx style, I mean, where they like the guy in the front swaps out and the next guy in the queue fights. Alright, we have a 47.5% chance of finishing him off. Let's try to do it. It's the first two attacks are misses, so that's not happening. I'm gonna go in the water and finish him. I don't care. I don't care if it tells me not to move in the water. I'm just gonna do it. There, killed it. Hearthstone had a rare Chinese physical card release, but nothing else. An official one too. Wow, that's cool. I was thinking of actually playing Hearthstone tonight, but maybe I'll play with Rob Bob sometime. Okay. I'd rather play with him than some rando. I'm not too big on playing games with randos anymore. I don't know why. I think I've had too many experiences with people being jerks. Although Hearthstone doesn't even let you chat, if I recall correctly. Kind of minimizes the amount of jerkiness you can have. Alright, so we have this Wolf Rider. He has attack 6 times 3. That's the fangs. And then we got this guy coming up the grunt. Yeah, so we gotta just make our push. Let's make the big push if we can. But I am a little concerned about rushing into this guy's jaws. Like, quite literally. Maybe we should just let him come to us and then rush. Yeah, let's just do that, I suppose. I mean, I probably would survive either way, but... this one in the water should go back to the trees. She can, go here, I guess, and we'll have the fighter in the lead. I don't know, should I just run up and attack him? Damage calculation, what does it say? Yeah, it's probably dumb to rush forward too much. We'll just put him here. This guy can rush. This is the guy I swapped out, right? Yeah. You can go to the village and get healed. That's probably a good idea. Okay, why don't we, end of turn it, I suppose. I'll not make another guy. End of turn. So Ryan says, What's your name on Hearthstone? I don't know if you're asking me or him. I don't remember my name, actually. Usually I use Neon Peon as my generic default name for all kinds of things. And he also mentions you can chat if you're friends. Okay, so if you're friend, that's right. If you're playing Hearthstone with friends, you can chat, otherwise you can't. Okay. Uh-oh, Stu's going live. He's playing The Academy, the First Riddle for Windows, 2020, Part 4. I always announce when Stu streams, and sometimes I lose Ryan. That's okay, though. I honestly don't mind at all. Alright, but our druid tells me not to tell him. Not to advertise for Stu. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be worth going through the water up here. That seems very slow. I guess I should hold the fort, and everybody else should advance from the bottom part. Now that I have 22 gold, I can probably... I guess I'll recruit another one. Okay, we're gonna make another... fighter. I feel like I should probably ideally have him where my fighter's standing, because my fighter's gonna die. Can he still move? Guess not. Oh, he's probably gonna eat it. That's alright if we lose one guy. But then we'll have these surrounding guys in the forest that are gonna help quite a bit, I think. I know I could probably rush into the water and finish him off. What if I do that? And I'll get a warning maybe. But I think I can do that. Let's see if I go here and attack in the water. The damage calculated. I have a 47.5% chance of finishing him, which isn't great. But then I could actually have another one, like have probably beyond a 90% chance of finishing him. Let's try it. Get him, get him. Yes, got him. Good stuff. How far can he move? Not too far next turn. I think I'm doing that right. Let's see. Yeah, so... Oh. He can go up to here, though. But he cannot... I'm not sure if he can move here and then attack to here, or... I'm not sure how that works exactly. Hey, it's Suna! Yeah, Suna, I'm playing your game, Wesnoth. So Suna... It's the coworker that I mentioned. He mentioned something like playing a very large game of this, like all night long with his friends. And I think he said something like 8 players. So that sounds like a blast to me. Except I probably could not stay up till like 3 a.m. anymore. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just following the tutorial and the and so no, this is whole noob level stuff, Suna. So don't expect too much. But yeah. If you want to hang out and watch, that's cool. I'm probably going to switch gears to another game at maybe 11 o'clock. It is now 10:34. I don't know. I'm just going to pass. I should probably move my... Well, she's in a good place. I was going to say move the shaman to heal people. But she's in a good place. She can heal this guy who's wounded very much. Shall we just trudge through the water? Let's just trudge through the water. I know it's stupid in a way. Let's do it. I'm going to trudge through the water. Because it's fun. Alright, and this guy, did I just make him? I did. Let's end turn. Uh-oh. Got a wolf fire. Okay, so they aren't giving up this front. Alright. They're not giving up the northern front, so I probably... could run into issues there. That's alright. Alright, so we got a grunt in our face. He got 43 hit points. Probably want to move our fighter to the rear. All night LAN. I miss LAN parties. I mean, they're still happening with my friends. But I just don't usually go to them. They're usually playing 2 new games for me, and I don't really have a gaming computer. Well, I'm working on that. I'm gonna get a gaming computer. Alright, I'm gonna charge this guy forward, I suppose. Might as well keep moving him. And this guy needs to retreat. This swordsman is kind of weak too. You know what I think we should do? Let me think about it. I think he should retreat to the village and get healed. And he's gonna come across the bridge and then be in a bad spot. Although I don't want my healer to be accessible. So she should step back one, probably. Maybe even move here. This guy already moved. Did I move all these ones? Yeah. I meant to say no, but I said yeah. How's it going tonight, Suna? What you up to? You can see I'm representing IIS today. By the way, it's nighttime, so they're stronger. It's unfortunate. Wow. I hit him hard in retaliation. Getting some heals. Okay, it's now day. That's good. Or it's morning, at least. Alright, we can finish off with Grunt easily and then move forward across the bridge, probably. Yes, this is the second tutorial. The first one, you were just fighting dummies. And this one, you have to fight some orcs. It's actually like a serious battle, although, you know, it's not too hard. I should probably just rush forward, really. I don't know. I don't know what I'm being so careful about. Rush, rush, rush. Okay, so it does look like you can move your full complement of movement points and then follow up with an attack, just for future reference. That was interesting. There wasn't too much hitting you. Did you notice that? It was like dodging and jumping around. Sitting duck. Sitting pato. Okay. I know this guy's wounded, but I think I'm just going to start rushing forward. I'll start Jason rushing forward. And then I move these ones. Nope. You go really slow in the water, apparently. I guess it makes sense. They're just walking across a river. And that is the turn, I believe. You guys are in trouble, orkies. Orc, orc, orc. Nope. Looks like he's gonna kill one of my elves, unfortunately. Not quite. You didn't quite do it. Yeah, so, Suna, how many people does this support? How many players? I think you said 8, right? Okay, this elf is gonna bite it. Let's try to finish this wolf rider. Why would you think the wolves would actually walk across the river if you told them to? Why don't we start capturing things? We'll rush forward. Ah. Yaha. Oh. I thought they could go through the people. Wait, can't they? Maybe they can't on the bridge? Let's do an undo. Undo, let's see. Okay, let's check the odds of this attack going okay for me. Does look like good odds to me. 81.9% of finishing him, and I cannot die. So let's go for that. Cool, we can finish them off. Grab this now. You grab that now. Just around the druids with the rest of the elves. You're right, I have to move them forward though. Maybe something like this, and I'll put her in the middle there. Here comes the archer. Swimming. They're good swimmers. Alright, that is everyone, I believe. Next, I will get used to this N button. N button says I can move this person more. Which one is this? Oh, her. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave her there. I want her there. And this one can move forward too. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Alright, so let's just end turn. Here comes the lone orc grunt. He's gonna defeat us all. While all my units heal in the meantime. And the hero is hiding, and they made another orc grunt, but this is not an issue. That's an orcish archer. Okay. Yeah, let's kill this grunt. Swordsman can go like this. Ooh. Go get him, Archer. Has anybody watched that TV show Archer? I've always heard so much about it over the years, but I've never seen it. People are always making references to the characters, and I'm like, I don't know what you mean. It's like I only hear about it in word of mouth. I don't like see ads for it or anything. I mean, I do occasionally, but very rarely. Okay, this guy's taking a beating. I don't know. Around him. You're dead, orc. Haha. This one can claim the village. Yeah, I mean, this is this is a foregone conclusion at this point, I suppose. Yes, I beat a tutorial. I am awesome. Although it's not over yet, technically. Next. No, next, this guy, yeah, might as well. End turn. It's getting to sunset. Finish him. Beware of the orc leader. He can do 36 hit points of damage at night. Attack with many units at once during the day. Ryan says, IF brings up a million things. Your hat is a mystery. Cool, I'm going to leave it a mystery. You'll never know. You'll never know where I work. Indiana Ass Society? What is that? I'm supposed to be quiet and not wake the baby. But your crack about the Ass Society is pretty funny. No, it's not the Ass Society. Indians against socialism? Well, I'm not really Indian. But I could belong to a company about Indians against socialism, I suppose. Finish him. Come on, finish him. Oh, come on. Down to 1? Yeah, he's down to 1. Alright, I'm just gonna rush forward. Don't care anymore. Wee. So, yeah. Definitely a cool game. It's amazing how cool this game is. open source does work sometimes, right? And I was saying earlier in the intro, but before I think anybody actually joined, that I heard this game is was inspired by Master of Monsters for Sega Genesis, which is a game I didn't own it, but I played it a bunch. I rented it from the store, and it was so cool. Oh, I lost the guy finally. You'll miss Pimian, but at least he was not one of your experienced troops. Anyway, Master of Monsters is kind of like this, but each player controls a different type of wizard, and you summon different creatures with the wizards. Like I don't remember the types. There's like a sorcerer and a wizard, and there's like a female wizard. I don't remember the name they gave her, like enchantress or something like that. And they each like summon different kinds of monsters, like dragons and angels and krakens for the water and things like that. And you have to like capture these fortresses that are kind of like the villages in this game to get your magic points, so that you get magic points every turn to spend on summoning more monsters. And it plays a lot like this, basically. Alright, so we have to finish this guy off. Here he is in all his ugly glory. But yeah, Master of Monsters, I remember renting it once, and my sister and I just played the heck out of it for hours and hours. We had so much fun. For some reason, I never bought it, though. I should have. That was a great game. International Android Spy. Oh, they found us out. They found us out. What did I do, Arturo? I don't get it. I mean, there's nothing secret about the company we work for, but it's fun watching Ryan squirm. Alright, let's finish this guy off. We probably want to be in the forest for the protection, so we can move one guy. Actually, does he have a bow? That's one thing worth noting. He does not have a bow, so we can sort of pepper him with arrows from afar, and that'll work pretty well. How many archers do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, even these the elvish fighters do have bows, so they can actually shoot too. And this guy cannot retaliate. So basically, it's a matter of, can we do 58 damage in one turn? I think we probably can. However, he is a bit protected being in the forest. So let's try it though. 6. This time, this guy did 12 damage, so now he's down to 46. Next up, we're going to move this guy and shoot some more. Miss. Hit. Okay, 6 more damage. Now he's down to 40. Bring in this archer. Really, the limitation here is the number of hexes around, which is going to be 6. Okay, another 10 damage, so it's down to 30. Actually, might not finish it this round. Somehow. Miss. 5 damage. Oh. Whoa. Integral adds services. Integral adds something. I don't know if it's services. Unless I've gotten the name of the company wrong for all these years I've worked there. What do you think, Suna and Arthur? Alright, let's fire the bow. Okay, we're not going to finish him. He's probably going to kill another guy. That's okay, though. I was just hoping I could totally mob him, and that would have been fun. Rise, damn it. Okay, they were close to killing their leader. Because he is 2nd level, the unit who finishes him will gain 16 experience points. So they're all they're all like, I want the experience points. No, I want it. In a campaign, it's important to decide which units you want to advance and give those units the best chances to gain experience. It's kind of a silly thing in a lot of games that use experience points. Whoever gets the killing blow in gets the experience point. And I actually have a game around that premise. It's called Cutthroat Caverns. It's a card game, a real card game, not a... Did it say I finished the tutorial or almost finished? I think it said almost, right? Anyway, the card game is around the premise of screwing over the other players to get the final blow in to kill the monster and get all the points. It's kind of fun. We'll miss Desiwa because she had 28 experience points. We won't miss her because she was a good person or because we value life. It's because she had 28 experience points that we will miss her. Okay, finish him. There he goes. Okay, Ryan says they're about us and we employ the star of video power. I just assumed it was you. The card game was called Cutthroat Caverns. I can show it to you. I can grab it off my shelf. By the way, Ryan, I think you found the company out. Here's my not so subtle hint. I think you just got one of the words wrong. Is all. All right, so we can upgrade this archer into an elvish ranger or an elvish marksman. Let's see the difference. It looks like a ranger gets the ambush ability, which lets the unit hide in the forest and remain undetected by enemies. But the marksman gets more shots with the longbow. And it says marksman down here. When used offensively, this attack always had at least a 60% chance to hit. That's pretty cool. I might go with the marksman. Anirian says, advancing a level has fully healed me. When attacking, I always have at least a 60% chance of hitting with my longbow thanks to my marksman ability, and I deal 9 damage each for 4 attacks. Pretty nice. Use me to dislodge hard-to-hit units. Caldrat says, you have beaten the orcs. You may want to try one of the rookie-level campaigns next, which includes strategy hints. A Tale of Two Brothers is the easiest and is the recommended first campaign. You can also refer to the in-game help browser if you ever need to refresh your memory on gameplay mechanics. Cool. So that is the first and second tutorial for the Battle for Wesnoth. And I'm probably going to move on to my secondary game for the evening because apparently that took nearly 2 hours. I'll give you a quick look of that game though, Ryan, if you hold on 1 second. Yeah, so here's the game real quick. I won't go through it at length or anything, but it's called Cutthroat Caverns. And again, it kind of is a game themed around the idea of kill stealing. When the players, they're kind of ostensibly a team, but if you all play competitively, the game sucks. The point is you want to get ahead of the other players by getting the last blow in on the monster so you can screw each other up and stuff. So there's all different cards of, like, you know, this one, critical miss, you can play it on another character and it forces them to miss. And they have to take 10 damage themselves, so they get hurt in the process. And, you know, I'm not going to go through everything, but it's kind of fun. All right, yeah, so let's, oh, you just downloaded it for iOS, cool. Oh, iOS has it. Yeah, so you really need to play with other people. I guess it probably has AI too. To me, it's awesome playing with friends around a table. I mean, maybe it's cool on iOS too. I never tried it. But anyway, why don't I take a quick break? We'll make this our intermission part. And if you want to jump off, then see you later. Thanks for stopping in. If not, we're going to play another game after this. I'm probably going to default to one of my wind down before bed games, which is usually Nethack or FTL, Faster Than Light. But I will take requests too if it's something you know I have, or that you just want to ask if I do have it, whether or not I do have it. You can make a request if you'd like. But yes, I'm going to use the facilities quick and refill my water bottle, and I will be back. So see you in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. And now I'm going to play the sequel to Wesnoth called Eastnoth. No, yeah, so no requests, so I'm going to just play what I feel like. Kind of feeling like Nethack. I haven't played Nethack in like maybe a month. Can you believe that? Alright, so I'll say farewell to Wesnoth. That is cool. I'll have to revisit it again and maybe play through the real campaign. Or maybe multiplayer at some point. Let's bring on the next guest of honor. Let me know how that is for iOS, by the way, Ryan. Yep, me and my NetHack for sure. Yeah, I was open to other games, but I got no suggestions, so. Alright, I'm logging into the hard-fought public NetHack server. I wonder if I should play one of these weird ones. I went to NetHack 4 and I saw a cool looking menu for what that's worth. But I might just play 3.7. So by the way, NetHack 4 is not an official 4. It was basically someone else thought, some other group or some other developer thought that NetHack was not going to be developed anymore. So they decided to make a NetHack 4 because the main fork is, the main branch is 3.x. Anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of waffling between this basic 3.7 or maybe check it out 4 for the first time. Maybe in interest of putting on a good show for something a little bit different, I will play number 4. However, I do have the cool UI set up for this one. That's true. What do you think, Arturo? I'll ask Arturo. There's also one called Zap'em. I don't even know what that is. But you can also watch games in progress on this server, for what that's worth. So I'm going to watch this guy, 4NVT, whatever. See, he apparently is in the Castle Ludios, or Fort Ludios, whatever it's called. Anyway. V. Okay, right, it says V. Let's do that. Shall I pick characters, race? A lot of times I pick randomly, but this time I'm going to pick my own stuff. So, what haven't I been too much? I haven't been a monk too much on this stream anyway, or lately. Should I play as a monk, guys? Let's play as a monk. They are martial artist types who are kind of good at fighting unarmed, and they have to be vegans, so that they're actually the opposite of Arturo in that sense. I think you can actually eat meat if you're desperate, but it like gives you some kind of penalty to luck or something like that. Let's try monk. Will be male, lawful, neutral, or chaotic. Try to be a chaotic monk. It's written in the book of Huan Ti. After the creation, the cruel god Moloch rebelled against the authority of Marduk, the creator. Moloch stole from Marduk most combat sport people are not vegan. Okay, Ryan. Moloch stole from Marduk the most powerful of all the artifacts of the gods, the amulet of Yendor, and he hid it in the dark cavities of Gehenna, the underworld where he now lurks and bides his time. Your god Huan Ti seeks to possess the amulet and with it to gain deserved ascendance over the other gods. You, a newly trained candidate, have been heralded from birth as the instrument of Huan Ti. You are destined to recover the amulet for your deity, or die in the attempt. Your hour of destiny has come. For the sake of us all, go bravely with Huan Ti. Okay, so we are a chaotic male human monk. It didn't let me choose a race because for some reason you can only play certain classes with certain races, so it said I have to be a human because I'm a monk, basically. Integral add science. Oh, you figured it out, Ryan. You cracked it. You get a round of applause. All right, so yeah, and this UI that I'm using, I don't have to hit I to view my inventory all the time. It's always going to be shown in the right panel here, which is nice. I'm not used to that, but it's really good. I'm like pretty much constantly hitting the I key in the basic UI, so I'm gonna try to get used to this one, and hopefully it's good. I think it's going to be good. Let's set up our num key real quick. Numpad, I mean. Number pad, we're going to turn that on. All right. By the way, our equipment is we have leather gloves and a robe. You basically I have to look up the finer points, but you basically can't wear body armor, but you can wear like, gloves and things like that, like light, not the main body stuff. You can wear like a helmet, gloves, cloak, or robe. You start with a bunch of vegetables, or fruits, I should say. Food rations count as vegan in this game, so basically you just can't eat corpses of things you find, which is actually pretty challenging, because you get a lot of intrinsics from them. However, monks get intrinsics as they level up, so like you might just, from getting a level, you might get like poison resistant or something like that. And I have a spellbook of protection, so I can cast some magic. I have an uncursed scroll of teleportation and some potions of healing. So I have the scroll of protection with a 0% fail rate, which is great. I should try that out sometime. It's a kobold here right now. Why don't we beat him up? Kill the kobold. Here we have is this a grave? Huh? That's nice, because I'm used to not going into the graves because I'm not chaotic usually, but I'm chaotic this time. So if I have a means of digging, I can dig into that grave freely. Chaotic meaning basically evil, so I am an evil monk. Internet, you love internet ads. Yeah, our business thrives on. I can't really talk too much about the business honestly because we have strict restrictions. Like if you're representing the company, you have to give the right sales pitch and stuff. And I don't want to say something stupid. I mean, it's fine. I just don't want to make fun of it or something. Say the wrong thing. Okay, it's got a boulder here. It's in vain. Killed a zombie, kobold zombie. So I read, it's the beginning of the game. I should probably read the random scroll and drink the random potion, because that's what we do at the beginning of the game. So let's read the scroll labeled Ashpud Soldalg. It's an identify scroll. Okay, so it identified my remaining potion, which was a potion of hallucination. Now I know not to drink that. Kill the grid bug. Wow, a pile of wands. 2 wands and a potion, actually. So we have a dwarf corpse. He must have fallen into a trap. Yeah, a little dart trap. I got him. Gonna pick up the darts in the gem. What's this here? A grid bug. That's a vegetable. Yum. Here we have a nice altar. Who is it to, though? It's a lawful altar. So if we find corpses, we can sacrifice in the hopes of converting it to a chaotic altar. But the corpses have to be fresh, because gods do not like rotten corpses. Ryan says, I'm going to check out Stu. You're a free mark. Thanks for the show. All right, Ryan, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out tonight, and see you soon, hopefully. Enjoy the stream with Mr. Stu. Let's see, the problem is not too easy to get some corpses here. Did you find the cards? Are you talking to me, Arthur, about Cutthroat Caverns? Or something else? Graffiti on the floor. Here be dragons. I think I'm just going to go downstairs instead of hanging out trying to farm for corpses. Oh, is I hear a dog? It's a statue of a jackal. You gotta wonder who puts in their time and effort into making some of the statues in this game. Okay. I was looking for the WoW TCG. I don't know, but he left now. He's gonna check out Stu. Leather armor. So yeah, so I can't actually wear it. I'm gonna actually pull up the wiki quick so you can learn about the monks along with me. Slide it on over. Oop, didn't work. There we go. Okay. The monk is one of the player roles in Nethack. Monks are always human for some reason and can be lawful, neutral, or chaotic. They are martial artists conforming to the Shaolin monk stereotype. From the guidebook, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they don't use weapons or armor too much. The monk is a good choice for a player who wants to practice both magic and hand-to-hand combat, but isn't interested in using weapons. It is a good class with which to achieve conducts. Monks know all non-magical armors from the start. That's right, okay. Their special spell is Restore Ability. What do they mean by special spell? I didn't even know this existed. Special spell? Wow, how did I miss this? Like for years? Like basically it looks like every character class has a special spell. And you subtract 4 from what is the number we've been talking about here? Yeah, okay. So basically, imagine you're rolling a 20-sided die, and you have to roll equal to a target number or less to succeed in casting a spell. But with if you're using your special spell, you subtract 4, so it's easier basically. Something like that. So as a monk, my special spell is Restore Ability if I ever get my hands on it. It's not the most useful ability because it's nice in the beginning, but later on, once you find a unicorn horn, you can just apply a unicorn horn infinitely, and that's the same thing essentially. And then some in it. It's other effects on top of that. All right, what else we got here? So yeah, they get a lot of intrinsics. At level 1, they start with See Invisible, Sleep Resistance, and Speed. At level 3, they acquire Poison Resistance. At level 5, Stealth. Level 7, Warning. Level 9, Automatic Searching. Level 11, Fire Resistance. 13, Cold Resistance. 15, Shock Resistance. 17, Teleport Control. So they can naturally get Teleport Control. They're just, that's actually cool, but that means anytime you teleport, you can choose where you go on the level. So if you get, say, a ring of teleportation, or if you eat something that gives you the intrinsic, like random teleportation, like a nymph, that then you can just choose where you're going every time. However, as a monk, I'm not going to be eating monk corpses. So they can learn some weapons at basic level, but mostly you want to focus on martial arts, which they can get at a level above expert. Most character classes cannot go above expert. That's the cap usually, but a monk can become one level above expert in martial arts. What else do they can become experts at healing? That's a spell, and skilled at some spells and basic at some spells. Arturo says Knight can turn undead. That sounds more like something a paladin would do. Yeah, I mean, Knight is basically a paladin in this game, I guess. Ish. Monks have a +1 multi-shot when throwing shuriken, huh? Okay, that's good. I wonder if I should try to acquire those for my ranged weapon then. Vegetarianism. Monks feel guilty about eating non-vegetarian food and suffer a small alignment penalty for doing so. As compensation for this, they gain intrinsics rapidly as they level up, which we went over a minute ago. The penalty can be considered a fair price for getting otherwise tricky to find intrinsics, such as telepathy, like when you eat a floating eye, or disintegration resistance, like when you eat a black dragon, I believe. So basically, it's suggesting once in a while it might be good to do anyway. You suffer the penalty and just eat something. Because of these intrinsics, many players who want to play a vegetarian, a vegan, or a foodless character choose monk. I don't know how you pull off foodless. That's a conduct you can try to go for. And it means you don't eat in any form. So how's it even you have to be polymorphed or something. It's like it's an advanced way to play. There's so many advanced ways to play this game. You go for these crazy conducts that are like basically impossible, unless you know like some obscure way to do it. Let's not get too into that though. No body armor, no shield. Monks are penalized for wearing body armor, so all armors and mails. This doesn't include robes, cloaks, and shirts, with a minus 20 to hit penalty. In other words, you have an insanely difficult time hitting anything if you wear any body armor. Other types of armor, boots, gloves, and helms, carry no penalty. For a low-level monk, it's virtually impossible to hit while wearing body armor. However, some players start using body armor once they've reached a high enough experience level, with enough dexterity, strength, and luck to overcome the 2-hit penalty. The armor penalty does not apply if you are polymorphed. So a monk that gets his hands on a ring of polymorph control could turn into, say, a vampire lord and have no problem hitting while wearing armor. This game's crazy, right? Crowning? Do you see the reference to crowning here? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, crowning is a special, like a special status you can acquire when you sacrifice to your god enough times, or you get lucky, and it gives you some bonuses as well as penalties, though. So it's not necessarily a great thing. But yeah, you're like called crowned. It's like you get like a title, like you are now the Hand of Elbereth or something like that. I think it depends on your alignment, what your title is. What else we got here? Monks get an additional hit bonus when not wearing body armor, not using a shield, and not wielding a weapon. The bonus is experience level divided by 3 plus 2. Kind of hard to imagine what that means, but you can just hit better if you're not wearing body armor or a shield, and that bonus amplifies as you level up, basically. Wearing a shield or body armor makes a monk incapable of dealing a staggering blow. Yeah, it's like a special thing it does. You deal a staggering blow, which is, if we go here real quick, when you're using martial arts, sometimes you do a staggering blow. It can stun them, removing its movement points. They'll also be moved one step away from the player unless there's an obstruction like a wall. So you can like stun them and knock them back as you're dealing your amazing martial arts blows. Yeah, a little bit of strategy here. Most weapons and armor that are lying around in the beginning are of little use. Focus on learning spells and gaining protection. Amulet of Reflection will be your source of reflection for the entire game, most likely. So heading to Sokoban early is a good idea. Monks can often get through the early game with no weapons at all. Shuriken are good if you can find some. Monk is probably the best role for attempting a weaponless conduct, no kidding. You can train up to Grandmaster in martial arts. 20 points to hit penalty for wearing body armor is huge. Yeah, don't wear body armor, basically. But I have my robe. Not recommended to use a shield early on. All of the 3 possible starting spells are useful in conjunction with martial arts. Healing lets you fight longer, sleep prevents your enemies from fighting back, and protection can make up for armor deficiencies. If you cast it before going into fights, need a quick sip of water. Moving a little bit faster, the robe gives monks a massive bonus to spellcasting as well. That's cool. Monks do not have the hungerless spellcasting available to wizards, so our ring of slow digestion is especially useful. And then they have the mid-game and late-game strategies. We can skip those for now, probably. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, so we got to use our protection. We have to remember that exists. So we have the spell protection. Okay, back to the map. Leather armor. We will drop the leather armor. As we just noted, it's terrible to wear armor. As a monk, anyway. Cloudy potion. Let's chug it. Magical energies course through your body. Okay, that was power. Let's drink the other potion. Feel strong. Cool. Gain ability. So that's a permanent bonus to my strength. If you rewind the stream, you should see I had 16 before, I believe. And by the way, I know there's a little bit of cutting off going on here. I wonder if I should move my face a little bit. I mean, you can see most of the important stuff. Is this better? I don't know. I might cover some of the map. Yeah. Could always shrink it. Ooh. Do some of this. Maybe we'll try that for a while. Let's see how it goes. All right. I kind of want to check out these wands. Let's try a wand on this jackal. The jackal turns into an Aliax. This is bad, isn't it? It's basically an angel. So, probably gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna run away. Oh, no problem, Zuna. You have to do the dish. Yeah, I'm playing Nethack now. I don't know if you're into that, but I often wind down my streams with either Nethack or FTL these days. Those are kind of my standard. I guess I'll try fighting this angel. I don't know. Maybe it's not even attacking me. It's not chasing me, it seems like. Can I chat with it? It imitates me, huh? Okay, I hit it once. Then it hit me 3 times, and I'm now down to 10 hit points. Yeah, I better run then. The kitten can fight him. By the way, that's the wand of polymorph I determined. One thing about this angel is it seems slow as heck. So I might be able to deal with it actually. Probably want to zap myself with protection. I guess it's not necessarily slow, it just doesn't bother to chase me. Did it turn back into a jackal? It might have. I think it did. What is this? This is new in this version of Nethack 3.7. This just kind of donut looking room. I don't know what the deal is here. Can I dig inside? I don't have a way. Oh, there's the angel. Go away. Or the on-hell, if you will. Okay, we've got a locked door. Let's kick it open. Rocket League is called. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead soon. I don't mind. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you played Rocket League. I was playing that. They kind of stopped supporting it on Mac, so I have to get a Windows machine again. I'm really scared I'm gonna get trapped in a corridor with the on-hell. Rocket League. That's fun. There was a mode in that Mario Kart ripoff that we were playing, the open source game. That was like Rocket League. That was pretty fun. Banded mail and a pancake. I will take the pancake. It's kind of nice not having to worry about this heavy armor. And the monk, I have no use for it. Oh, look. A store. Let's rob it like a good monk. Where's the damn kitten? You're fighting the angel. Come on. You're a kitty kitty. Follow me, damn it. There we go. Kitten picks up a scroll. Cool, let's steal it. Come on, moron. I dropped it in there. I'm gonna name this. What should I name this cat, by the way? I think I'm just gonna call him Moron because that's what I've been calling him. Moron. All right, I left the food ration, which counts as vegetarian, and I just happened to get hungry at that time, so might as well eat it. Black rotten food. Okay, I'm less confused now. Kitten stealing food from me again. No, I dropped it here. I want some scrolls, please. Can I have the scrolls? Mapiro, Mahama, Niromat. Kuna Matata. Drop the Hakamuch too. Oh, we had a food ration. Alright. Guys, played that a little wrong. That's okay. What's going on? I'm stuck. What's happening? My keypad being lame again. That's happened before. All the cat tithe that way. You're not stealing their donations. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a monk, right? Okay, that's cool. That's a good idea. So we're actually tithing to whatever my church is. Cool. Moron. Tithe. The moron. I was like, yeah. I don't know. It came to mind. Might as well combine the two names. You can spend a lot of time robbing stores in this game with your pets. I try not to do it for too long for the sake of not being too repetitive, but I gotta get a few goodies at least. Get in here. Okay. Bring me food or something. Cool, a ring. Go. Oh, dropped it. Food ration, sure. Hide the moronic cat. Thank you, moronic cat. Yeah, I'm an evil monk. That explains my robbing skills, I guess. There's no explaining it if I'm lawful. It's kind of the opposite of lawful to rob a store, right? Bring me the ring. Not the video that you watch and then a ghost girl kills you in 7 days. Not that ring. Gecko. Punch the gecko. Can you imagine like this kung fu style monk fighting a little gecko? It's like, yeah! Just kind of flattens it into the ground. Or maybe it does one like a roundhouse kick. I don't know how you do a roundhouse to a little gecko on the ground, though. A knife? Oh, he had the scroll. Damn. Get the scroll again. Get it. Pick it up. Oh. Hack 'em much. I got it. That's true. I'm not robbing. I'm collecting what my cat accidentally moved around. Mapiro, Mahama, Dimarat. All right, so we have 2 scrolls. Let's read them. Hack 'em much first. A lit field surrounds you. Okay. I mean, I do know identify. If I'm actually going to be cautious, I should not be reading random scrolls. I should be identifying them. But, going with the principle of it's early in the game, let's just go with it, I guess. The robe glows silver for a moment. That's cool. So I got enchant armor, and now my robe is +2. If you see at the bottom, my armor class is now 3, which ain't bad. And all that's left in the store is a knife at this point, so I'm going to move on. We have kind of emptied the store of its inventory. And the shopkeeper is none the wiser. Maybe we should go downstairs before this angel finds us. Come on, kitty. Where are you? Oh, there's a jackal. Here, kitty, kitty. Where'd it go? There's Angel. Ah. Come on, kitty. This way, this way. Come on, come on. Fast. Come on. Yeah, get out of here. Ooh, we escaped that thing. Okay. Tie the more on a cat. Get some gold. Leather armor we don't need. I don't know why I'm hitting I. Force of habit. Shall we try the next wand? Let's stab something with it. A scroll labeled Itawin Shurdlu. Well, since I already identified enchant armor, it's probably a good idea to take off my armor before reading it, because I don't want destroy armor to come up while I read a random scroll. Your hands begin to glow red. Okay, that's confused monster. Okay, I put back on my robe and gloves. My robe and wizard's hat. Does anybody know that reference? I put on my robe and wizard's hat. By the way, I'm hungry, so let's eat a food ration that really hits the spot. Dark room. Shrieker. Stop shrieking. You have reached level 3. You feel healthy. A cream pie. Alright. I always wanted a cream pie. I think that counts as vegetarian. We happen to have a fountain and a sink. Interesting. I mean, it is good to try to maximize your drinks from a fountain just to get the wish. You can get a, is it the water demon? A water demon can give you a wish. Trying to make sure I have this straight. The quaffing from the sink can be dangerous. You're usually better kicking it because you can kick it and rings can come out. One dangerous thing about drinking from the sink is you can polymorph, meaning you transform into a random creature, and that usually breaks your armor in the process, so that's pretty dangerous too. So I usually try to avoid quaffing from the sinks, but I'll drink from the fountains. This can be dangerous too, by the way, but look, it makes you feel great. You feel agile. So I gained some dexterity doing that. By the way, I'm going to try my spell. If you look at my AC at the bottom, the armor class is at 3. Let's see what happens after I cast protection. Cool, it knocked it down to 1, which is better. Found a gem in the sparkling waters. The fountain dries up. Kick the sink. Okay, see you later, Suna. Talk to you probably Monday or whenever I see you. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, good night. Golden haze around you becomes less dense? What does that mean? Oh, that's my protection aura from my spell. It's wearing off. Yeah, let's move on from the sink. Who cares about the sink? You were busted by your wife. Okay, I'm sorry. Did I get you in trouble? Uh-oh, a general store. All right. You got star, star, star. Are you being censored by YouTube? Anyway, yeah, nice store. There's potions, food, ring, scroll. Let's get my cat over here. Turned me into a newt. See, I have a very strong habit of just like, it's like it's etched into my muscle memory. I was about to hit eat the newt. Don't want to blow my vegan conduct. Well, it's more about not lowering my alignment than the conduct, but I just have to not eat newts and stuff out of habit. Clan, no, Chankla wife. Okay. Took me a moment there. Chankla wife. Oh, bad breath, that sucks. I think that curses something. Not sure what though. Could just be like the pancake or something, so it won't really matter. Chankla. Some stairs. Yeah, let's find that cat and raid the store. Okay. Also, we'll check out this room that teleported me. Gold pieces, and here is an aluminum wand, a wand of teleportation, and the figurine of a grid bug. You know, everybody needs a figurine of a grid bug in their home. What have we here? Gas spore. I will throw darts at it. It exploded. Okay, let's raid the store, kitty. Oh, it's a hobbit. Let's kill it. Now I have a rune's dagger. Tithe, the moronic cat eats a hobbit corpse. Can you imagine a little kitten eating a whole hobbit? I guess hobbits are small at least. Well, now our viewership has gone very low. I think Nethack tends to bore most people. Honestly, I think it's most people are just like, what is this? I don't think most people even know. But I could be wrong. Or they know and they think it's hideous. Ah, you're an ad symbol. What horrible graphics. Why is your cat an F? That's for feline. Where are you, cat? Come on. Do I need a leash for this damn cat? Come on, moronic cat. Steal stuff from me. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Here, kitty kitty. Eating tripe rations. Potion of healing, sure, bring it. Got it. Black potion. Jeweled wand. I want the jeweled wands, because wands are fun. Come on. Drops a jeweled wand. Nice. I can zap the shopkeeper with it. That's playing with fire. You don't want to mess with shopkeepers usually. Twisted ring. Don't I have one? No, I have a topaz ring. Sometimes I like to move the objects closer to the entrance because then the cat or dog is more likely to pick it up. What's the cat fighting? I hear noises. Hope it's okay. It was a newt. Okay. In that case, I'm sure it was okay. Come on, come back. This is kind of a stupid, like almost sub game that I have just waiting around for your pet to steal stuff, and yet I love doing it anyway. I know it can be tedious sometimes, but it's just awesome getting the free stuff in such a silly way. Is that Newt Corp? Oh, pancake. Can't tell a Newt corpse from a pancake. I hope Ryan likes that game, Cutthroat Caverns. I don't know how it is on iOS. Come on, kitty, pick up something. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Moronic kitty, robber kitty. Purr, purr, purr. This cat, I think it's extra dumb. It's like moving in these annoying ways. I really think it is a moronic kitty. Maybe I gave him such a horrible name. It's like, you're gonna call me a moron? Then fine, I'm gonna act like a moron. Okay, I want the ring, please. Can I have the ring and the potion? Maybe they're cursed, I don't know. Let's try putting it down here. I'm hungry now. I don't think he wants to step there. Yeah, that must be cursed. That's a cursed ring. He will not step on it. And I think the potion too, the gray one. Or what is it actually? It is a black potion. Two cursed things right there, I think. He does not want to step on those. He reluctantly steps over a twisted ring. Look at that. Okay, let's pick that up and name it cursed, just so I know. Alright, I think I'm gonna move on from this place. It's not really working out. Probably everything's cursed or something. I am hungry. I should eat something. Let's eat a food ration. Really hit the spot. Diacid blob. If we have downstairs that are yellow, that probably means they lead to the gnomish mines. Let's go there. Here we are in the ye old gnomish mines. Food rations, gem. I am chaotic, so I am not friendly with the gnomes. They are lawful creatures. I am level 4. Food ration, cool. I thought it was a gnome corpse because of the color, but it's actually a food ration. Candle, sure. And we got a monkey. Kung Fu fighting a monkey. I would love to see someone having a fight with a monkey, Kung Fu style. I mean, it's even better if the monkey itself is doing the Kung Fu. What disappeared? The dwarf says, oh, it's teleport trap. Okay. Or trap door, perhaps. Teleportation trap. What happened? The pit. Okay. This gray one here is a pit. Can of grease. Never know when you might need that. No, seriously, that is a great object. You can grease up your armor and stuff. So, gnome leader, that's a new one. So that's new in this version. There's a new level of gnome called gnome leader. And he has an engagement ring. Oh, he was going to get married and I killed him. I'm so terrible. Here's an evil hobbit. Actually, a good hobbit. I'm the evil one. He threw a rune dagger. I want to get shuriken because I can apparently throw multiple, it said. In the wiki. Whoa. Don't hit things too fast sometimes. Yeah, too many things going on. Let's get to a choke point. Come on, gnomes. Kill the gnome. Kill the gnome. We got some gems and another candle and some more darts, and I might as well take it all, yeah. These guys cannot mess with my kung fu skills. Iron shoes could be good. It may interfere with spell casting, because I believe anything metal will do that. Let's try it. Wear the iron shoes. And now my spell casting, oh, still at 0, so I'm good. I can wear the iron shoes. My AC is now 1, that's nice. Can pick up a blindfold. Kill a dwarf. I am now level 5 and I am stealthy naturally. Like you don't even need to wield anything. You don't have to worry about armor. Like body armor is like the heaviest thing in the game, pretty much. Not, I mean, not literally, but of the things you're gonna normally carry around on your body, on your person, uh, the body armor is usually one of the heaviest. So it's good not to even have to worry about that. Wonder if I can see the other pages here somehow. That's one thing I want to know. Because it's not fitting the whole inventory doesn't fit on the panel here. I wonder if there's a button I can see to scroll. A button I can press to scroll. Until I figure that out, though, I'm going to have to pop this up when I want to see the whole list of items. All right, let's find some unsuspecting gnome or dwarf to zap a wand at. Here we go, here's a gnome. He's got 5 daggers wielded. Okay, let's zap the aluminum wand at him. I killed it with a bolt of cold. That's a wand of cold. And now I have a frozen gnome sickle. Poach to gain energy, sure, and daggers, sure. Guess I'm throwing daggers for the foreseeable future, or darts. Can I level up in daggers? What was that? Trying to check my skills as a monk from that wiki page. Blah, 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 blah. No, dagger is not one of them. Basically, as far as weapons go, it's quarterstaff, spear, crossbow, or shuriken. I probably just want to collect shurikens. They're kind of rare compared to daggers and stuff, though. What did it say about? I think I can throw multiple shuriken. Yeah, I have a multi-shot bonus for throwing shuriken. Yeah, that's what I want to get. I mean, I guess for now, since I don't have quarterstaff, spear, crossbow, or shuriken, I should just hoard darts and daggers. But I can never level them up, so that kind of sucks. All right. Oh, we got a Rose, or however you say that, Rode. I will kung fu that to death. It's amazing that punching is so dangerous as a monk. Punching and kicking. Let's check out my skills, by the way. So I have martial arts basic level. I'm hoping I can get that higher as soon as possible. And as we said earlier, these are the only 4 weapons I can actually have any skill at. So hopefully I'll get some shuriken. And then we have some skills here for spell casting. And they gave me basic and healing. However, the spell they started me with is, I think, divination. No, it's clerical. Clerical. Protection is clerical. And I'm unskilled in that, huh? One thing I can do is cast it repeatedly to gain skill. However, it costs hunger points, and it looks like I have a ton of food. I mean, I'm actually doing great with food because of food rations. But if it were not for the food rations, you can go through these apples and stuff like nothing. So, but yeah, I do have a lot of food rations, so I probably could just cast protection every time I'm about to get into a fight. Any fight that looks like it could possibly be dangerous, I suppose. Not when I find like a random gnome, because that's nothing. Okay, come on, kitty. Where are you, kitty? Get back here. Damn cats. They're so finicky. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Or boy, or moron, whatever you are. You feel agile. You must have been working on your reflexes. I sure have. I've been working out. Okay, now we're in the dark, which let's apply a candle, though. You don't actually need a light source. It's like when level teleport, huh? Back at level 1. All right. Guess I gotta climb down a bunch. You know, I don't want to kill these things yet because I want to lure them over to the altar. And then kill them over there. If I kill them over here, I might not be able to carry the corpse over in time before it gets rotten, basically. So that's my plan. Kill the jackal by the altar. It's probably not going to actually do much by itself. Come on, jackal. My candle's still on. It's getting short. Let's turn that off. I'm probably going to end the stream at 12 sharp, by the way. That's 12 minutes from now. My time. Okay, let's offer this jackal. Try to convert the altar from Shanlai Ching to whoever mine is. Oh, it failed. Unluckily, you feel the power of Huan Ti decrease. So Huan Ti is my god. And I was trying to convert the altar, but it failed. It's basically a random random check to see if it works or not. And it did not work in my favor that time. Alright, I don't think I'm going to hang around. Let's keep going down. Gotta worry about that angel, that's the only thing. I think it was on this level. Okay, I have passed the angel now. A war rat. Did I get bitten? I did. It did not say I feel feverish though. So I am not going to turn into one myself. I don't think. Well, now we have the question, do I want to break my vegetarian conduct by killing the floating eye and gaining telepathy? I mean, that seems like a perfect thing to use that on, to cheat on. It even said in the wiki, Alright, let's do that. Because it's not really easy to get telepathy otherwise, unless you get a special helmet of telepathy. Is that what it's even called? But we don't want to fight it hand to hand, so we're going to throw a bunch of crap at it until it dies. Here, have a dart. Have a dart. Have a dart. Okay, I killed it. Did not leave a corpse, so much for that moral dilemma. A bunch of grid bugs. Wow. You don't usually see a horde of grid bugs. That's weird. Gnome Lord. Gnome. Interesting. I'm actually realizing that what they changed is when it's alive, I see it's a Gnome Lord. But when it's dead, it's called a Gnome Leader. I feel like what happens is all the gnomes above your basic gnome, like a Gnome Lord, Gnome King, when they die, maybe they leave a Gnome Leader corpse. I don't understand the point of that change, but it's a sense it might make sense because maybe it's like just stronger gnome, but it's hard to tell a specific title like Lord or King from a pile of meat. I don't know. I'm just kind of speculating. That's kind of funny though that they actually bothered to change that. I think my cat was on the level below when I somehow teleported away. Overview says, or was it the level above this one? I don't know. No, I think this is the one, yeah. I had a level teleport trap. Went back to level 1. Alright, so moronic cat, yeah, here he is. Thank you, moronic cat. So what? I don't see this trap here. What teleported me to the level? Level 1. No, I don't want to hit it again. 2 pancakes. Wait, let's turn on the candle again. It's like I imagine it's like a Zippo lighter. Just goes. Ah, hey, Arturo says it might be, he says it might be an inherited title. Once a lord or king died, his corpse is no longer a king slash lord, because now his successor holds the title. That's very convoluted, but I like it. I would really like to read up on what the reasoning was there. It could be they just made, in general, like this concept of the innate kind of creature type, and then a title is a separate concept. And then whenever a creature turns into a corpse, it becomes the innate creature. I don't know. I'm just I'm kind of making things up, but it could be they just want to separate those things in general. So it's probably the same for other things too, like Dwarf King or whatever. All right, so we got a bow and arrow that I can't really. That's weird that a monk can use crossbow but not bow. Somehow a bow seems more like monkish than a crossbow. Or monkish. Like I can imagine like a Japanese or Chinese martial artist using bows, but not crossbows. Something like a medieval Chinese warrior or something like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so we have a dwarf in our face. A gray stone and a potion of gain ability. Huh. It's not bad to have. Pickaxe is good. It's very heavy though, so I might be burdened when I pick that up. The gray stone could be a lodestone. Either very dangerous to mess around with. I might have to look up how to identify it, basically. A lodestone is just something you can't drop, and it's very heavy, so it's just annoying. There is a way to tell the gray stones apart. Let's pull up the wiki. Yeah, I think these monks are Chinese for what it's worth in this game. But I hear you, archery was considered a martial art in ancient Japan. Okay, let's drag over the wiki, and we're gonna look up identifying those gray stones. I think you can like kick it, and if it doesn't go far, it's a lodestone. Gotta be really careful with these gray stones. Okay, so a gray stone is one of a flintstone, a lodestone, a touchstone, or a luckstone. Touchstones and luckstones are beneficial. Lodestones are harmful. Distinguishing the four types is not hard, but it requires some tricks. All gray stones except cursed lodestones can be thrown or slung. Slung means you use a sling weapon. Flintstones may break when you do this, but luckstones, touchstones, and lodestones can be thrown as many times as you want. If unidentified gray stone is in a container, use tip rather than loot to remove the stone. I didn't know, even though tip was a thing. Huh. So you can like tip over a container like a chest. Wow. Boop, boop. Strength is 3 and you are neither samurai nor monk nor wearing kicking boots. All objects will produce thump. So this method won't work. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm not strength 3 and I'm a monk. Who is strength 3? How do you... I mean, anything's possible in this game, but that's extremely rare to get that low. Alright. Oh, the lodestone can then be distinguished by attempting to kick it. But what does it have to do with tipping it from a container? I don't know. I guess that part's not relevant for me because it's not in a container. So the lodestone can be distinguished by kicking it. The lodestone will not move and produce a thump instead. Alright, so we're going to kick this stone. But I need to separate it from the other junk here, unfortunately. So that's going to be a pain. I'm going to pick up the 24 rocks and move them. I've got a gnome lord to deal with. And the moronic cat eat the gnome leader corpse. Now we're going to pick up the iron shoes, the dwarvish cloak, and the dwarf corpse, which will be very heavy. Yeah, it's tough. Let's drop that thing. Drop that corpse. And we are already burdened even without that. So let's drop the extra iron shoes and the dwarvish cloak. And now, there's a potion there. Get off that potion. And now we can kick this gray stone. Ooh, it went flying. It went 2 spaces, if that matters. Let me just make sure I got this right. If you're... It's weird to have special cases for samurai and monk, because I guess they're good at kicking. If your strength is 3 and you are neither a samurai nor monk nor wearing kicking boots, all objects will produce some. So this method doesn't work. Okay, so I think it's fine. My test was fine. The item moved, and therefore it is not a lodestone. Therefore, it is possibly something good. Could be the touchstone. Alright, let's just pick it up. I think we're fairly sure it's not a lodestone. Okay, it did not make me burned, and I can drop it, so that's promising. We're going to name a particular item. Greystone is probably not lodestone. Beginning to feel hungry. My candle's dead. Let's eat a food ration. 10 darts. Quite a bunch of darts. Some gems. Should I read the random scroll of Garvin Day? Yes, let's do. Let's take off all our armor. Read scroll labeled Garvin Day. A strange feeling for a moment, then it passes. That might actually be destroy armor, but it has a null effect sort of, so it gives me that message. I probably should have just put on some, left the iron shoes on, and then I could just pick up another one. But this also could be enchant weapon because I don't have a weapon, so this is kind of not an optimal situation to be in. Because I'm like, well, this could be something terrible, or something potentially pretty good. So, Nethack, googling again. Roll strange feeling for a moment. Then it passed. Probably, I think it just means like anything where there's no known target. For scrolls, yeah, here we go. It could be one of these. Destroy armor while not wearing armor. Enchant armor while not wearing armor. Enchant weapon. Well, I already know enchant armor, so it's not that one. It could be enchant weapon. It could be food detection if there's no food on the level. If blessed, uncursed, or potion if cursed, and or confusing. Get a little confusing. Alright, so basically, yeah, it could be destroy armor, enchant weapon, food detection, or gold detection. Alright, so I have to pretty much write that down. Destroy arm slash enchant weapon slash food detection slash gold detection. Any one of those. Take your pick. So that means next time I find that, maybe I'll put on some garbage armor just to test it. Maybe wield a weapon too, even if I don't have any weapons worth enchanting. Just to get the identification down. However, if we do find gold or food as we explore, that was probably not gold detection or food detection. But there's a special case for curse that makes it not clear cut, unfortunately. Gnome is beating me with her bow and doing significant damage. 10 damage beating me with a bow? Okay. Alright, I should probably wrap up the stream. I said I was going to go at 12 sharp. And that's what it is. Of course, I can't resist a little more exploration. Alright, we got the cat next to me. It's always good to have that before you save and quit, and I guess I will leave it there. Alright, I kind of like this interface. I should have used it a long time ago. Alright, so let's wrap it up then. Thank you, Arturo. Thank you, anyone else who might actually be watching. And I am going to try to get that Monday main Neo Geo stream going on Monday. One thing I'm thinking of is I may make my regular Monday main stream 9 o'clock Eastern time instead of 8:30 I was doing. Because usually on Mondays it winds up being my responsibility to put the little one to bed, and in the best case it's a little bit rushed, and sometimes like last time it just doesn't work out. So maybe 9 o'clock would help, and also that makes the streams consistently scheduled. You know, you got Saturday night gaming at 9 and Monday game at 9. That makes life a little easier probably. All right, yeah, so cool. So have a good night. See you next time, and game on or something. Save. Take care.